and we're live.
Steak!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry October. Yeah.
Spooktober, man.
Too spooky for you edition. Getting ready for it Saturday night. Linux Gamecast Weekly all over your face, chest, and neck. Isn't that right, Jordan?
No.
Why not?
It's time for tuna steaks.
There's always, it's always time for tuna steaks. That sounds like it's a real thing. Are you making things up?
It is.
It is a real thing, yep.
It is a real thing, yeah. And it's not terrible.
What part of the cow does the tuna steak come from?
The plumbus.
The spiciest part.
I can't say what I'm thinking because Twitch.
Yes.
Because it smells like fish and whatnot.
Hey, beautiful people, how's it going? Thank you, Arthur. Everybody's staying up past their bedtime. Yeah, we got quite a stacked show for you this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It went from like, we got a lot. We're even going to talk about the RX 3070.
Yeah.
And how it's not coming yet.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like NVIDIA's going to pull us sneaky.
It wasn't particularly sneaky.
I kind of got hope that NVIDIA's just going to go to war with us when they're like, you know what? Whoop.
Yeah, it'd be nice to finally have some competition in that space.
Not so much competition as NVIDIA walking up to AMD and being like, yo, fuck your margin, and then just like
Yeah, NVIDIA, I kind of get the feel of like, you know what, we can set money on fire. Why? Jensen, this is not, let it burn.
Yeah.
Go for it. Diesel-powered graphics card.
I've come to tell you about my new video card.
All right, we got this locked in.
Isn't that pronounced cuming?
Coming
like
diesels.
Yeah. It's like no, that's never mind.
So a street I used to live by, where the local parts shop used to be before it moved, was
The
by a
local
street
parts
called
shop, like what, body parts or?
body parts, computer parts. You know,
All right. Did they sell any vertical monitors?
maybe.
Okay.
I never checked in the back, but it was on a street called Old Comer. Not to be confused with the newcomer.
The newcomer.
Because there is
Yes.
there is just a Comer Avenue, but there's also Old Comer Avenue.
That is when I start having to ask around the town. I'm like, how did it come by? Listen, I don't care if you got to make up something. I need some backstory for this.
It's like, what do they call
my
that?
hat cannon. You need to feed my hat cannon.
Why do they call the street that? And then some geriatric just walks up to you and jacks off on your leg. I'm the Old Comer. When I die, my son will take my place, and he'll be the Old Comer.
My father and his father before him.
And his father was a farmer, but that's because this was farmland before it became a
I
street.
come from a long generation of old comers.
I come from a long generation of comers.
But do you come from the land down under?
I mean, you have to, right?
I don't know.
Where else would you do it?
Oh,
That's
I guess
how they
it's
reproduce, I suppose.
I guess it's finally starting to get warm in Space Australia now, because it's definitely getting the opposite of warm here.
Yeah, it was a whole of 14C today.
We topped out at 19.
I didn't check the weather today. I just walked outside. It's like, is it raining? No. Okay.
Well, we're done with
I just checked
fall. Fall was Tuesday.
I checked because I was about to walk out of the house with just this t-shirt, and I was like, wait a second. Okay, I'll take the check.
Isn't that always the fun thing to do, like the cursory, like... Nah, okay, we'll get a jacket, fine. No Twitter. I'm not gonna log in or sign up. Don't you like, I got a lot more love for sites that give you an option with a cookie. They're like, hey, by the way, we're setting cookies, and it just has an accept button.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, deal with it.
Well, to decline,
extension.
you can click the close button on the tab.
Oh, no, sometimes it's just accept.
Yep.
Every now and then there'll be like, the policy link will take you to a page where you'll be like, nah.
Yeah, no, I have, I don't care about cookies, and I have it set to always deny. And there are some pages where the thing like the JavaScript pop-up comes up, and then it automatically disappears, like, oh, good extension, you're doing your job.
I have privacy badger just set to whatever the default is. That's what I have.
Yep. Well, yeah, because it learns too, right? Like, so.
Maybe.
And the best part is, he's learning.
Oh, let's get that. What do I want to check?
Oh, it took me a while to figure out how to get rid of the stupid autoplay videos in PC Gamer, because whatever they're using to render those changes with each individual article, so each player box has its own relevant div. So I just went on Reddit, on ad block Reddit. It's like, okay, so how do you get rid? Oh, okay, that's how. Okay, right. And it's gone.
Well, did you see, like, I saw a lot of people complaining that Twitch, like, oh no, I had to watch an ad on Twitch. The world has ended. I'm never using Twitch again.
Well, they're stopping streams now and running ads, which is kind of.
Well, they did that for a minute last week as an experiment until the internet revolted. Then they were like,
Yeah.
okay, fine. But by the way, we could do that.
Yes. It's not a matter of if,
the
it's
only
a matter
way you
of
had
when.
to stop it was to stop whatever you were doing and run an ad yourself.
It wasn't synced up with everyone, though. Everyone would get it at different times, or would they get it at the same time?
I don't know. I hope people were using ad block. That'll stop them.
There we go. All right. I always wear color.
Black is a color. It's the amalgam of all colors.
It's the ultimate color.
It's like the
Unless
perfect
we're
cell of
talking
colors.
about the actual light.
Well, no, but that's hues. Hues and colors are different. Hues and pigments are different, rather.
Pigments. All right.
Hues are expression of light.
All right. That's good.
I see what you mean with that, Strider.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you mean.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah. It tastes like t-shirt.
All right.
The mild accumulation of sweat.
No, this came out of the laundry.
I'm gonna be kind of curious to see how well this thing holds up, because it wasn't expensive. It was like $26, but this is like off the shelf. So if I do that, and if I held these, I'd rip the back out of it, and it's like barely comes down to my navel.
I want to start like buying like really easy rippable t-shirts and do like the Hulk Hogan thing.
You've been on about that for a minute. You're like,
Yeah. I just keep forgetting to do it. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, no, I have one of those pop button shirts that if I inhale a little too much, the top few just go.
Oh, you mean like snap? Like,
Yeah.
okay. Do I?
I'm hitting the upper end of what like double XL can do for my shoulders. But I need to go back to triple XL.
That would be an easier fit on the shoulders, but the rest of it would be like a sail.
Yeah. Oh man. I was moving a bunch of rocks yesterday and my arms are covered in bruises.
We can roll that back to the first obvious question.
Because they're heavy, that's why.
Like ran across some rocks. They needed
Oh!
moving, man.
Dude, well,
Okay.
this okay, story time.
Story time.
This is my friend shtick, right? Like, he's like, I don't want to pay for gym equipment anymore. There's like a bunch of heavy rocks in the area. I do like rock cleans, rock presses, like loaded carries, and you know, it's not a bad way of going about it. Like, natural stone lifting and Husafell stone lifting is like a very difficult strongman challenge. So like, if you're good at that, you're gonna be generally strong. So we're outside moving some rocks around, and there's this woman who's like peering out from her backyard filming us. And like we're looking at her, it's like, is she filming us? I don't know. So I wave at her, and she waves back. So yes, she is filming us. But then like a minute later, she ducks back down. Like we lose track of her. Like what the fuck is she gonna call the cops? She's like, some youths are moving rocks around the neighborhood. Call the police.
I think
Probably
you need to
100%
go
chance
on
of
Twitter
that. No,
or
yeah,
Instagram.
Facebook. How old was she?
She was across the street behind a fence. I couldn't quite tell.
Across the street behind. a
Okay,
fence.
Instagram is probably a safe bet. Go look on Instagram. That's probably where that video is.
What would I look up on Instagram, Pedro? Can you give me the keyword
Like,
search for this?
Yes, motherfuckers across the street picking up rocks.
Idiot
Yeah,
rock pickers?
moving in Calgary. I don't know. Where the fuck do you
Yes,
live?
Calgary.
Calgary.
Calgary, Ontario.
Calgary, Ontario, Lithuania.
It's right up on the U.S. border with Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I guess that's the only appropriate response if you're like, hey, you're just like picking up moving rocks around and you see somebody filming, like, stop. I mean,
like-
there's no story to this.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're heavy. That's the point. They're heavy and hard to move. I mean, if you can pick up like a 300-pound rock, you can basically pick up a 300-pound anything.
Yeah, the problem with picking up random objects with me is perch.
So
I'm a bit limited on that.
dude, like there in amateur strongman there's a lot of like ex-military dudes who like lost like arms and legs from landmines and shit, and they compete. It's crazy. Like they get like special equipment and rigging to like let them be able to do it, and it's like, wow. And you watch them do it too. Like there's this one guy on YouTube. He's that one-legged monster. Has his leg blown off by a landmine. Deadlifts way more than I do. So it's like, shit, man. I don't have an excuse anymore. Motherfucker has one leg. I got two. So
Yes, keg lifting is very much a thing. I think that people also do it outside of bars.
yeah.
Full kegs are in heavy, son.
Oh yeah.
50 kilos, give or take.
If you're loading kegs, I mean, I can do back in the day, man, I could load about 3 and pick it up. So about like right here and get it racked and get the tap on it. Then it's done, man. It's like,
And then the fourth one, you go, wait, hold on.
No, that's when you're rolling it towards that direction.
And then there's a slight decline, and then you lose control of it.
No, then you start looking for crates to get it off the ground just a little bit. Put it up.
Like, and then you grab. There.
No, or you start trying to find plumbers so you can like pick them up and throw them at them.
Yeah, those plumbers, dude. I'm like, hey, yeah, I got a leak. Yeah, come on over. Oh, I got one. No, I got a plumber.
I mean, you got to live that Donkey Kong life, man.
Man, I'll live my Super Mario Brothers life. Just eating mushrooms, jumping down pipes, man. All right, beautiful people. We're gonna do a show. We're gonna start doing a show. Episode 424. Oh, let me see. Let's see how Jordan's like.
I think Scott is closer to me than you, Nemo.
I'm not lined up here.
Get lined up there. This shot's a pain in the ass to fix. There you go. Okay, now we.
I don't know, ass. I think if I had to guess your weight based on what you looked like, and I'm rubbish at guessing people's weight, so I'm gonna say you weigh about 160, 170-ish. Because you're small.
Pounds?
Yeah.
Atomic?
Yeah. He's short.
Maybe,
He's real tiny.
like maybe 45 kilos. Wet.
That's way too low. My ex was 5 feet tall and she weighed, yeah, like 50 kilos ish.
Less body fat. In favor of atomic.
Yeah, no, about 200 pounds for me.
All right. So I was off by like 10 pounds. That's not too bad.
10 pounds? Oh, man, sorry. You didn't guess the weight correct. Oh, is that still a thing? Do they do like carnival prizes? It's like guess the weight.
I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I went to a carnival.
I guess those things don't exist anymore, let's be honest.
Not right now, no.
One. There's one jelly bean.
Ah.
All right. I gotta get back to watching Doom Patrol. I like the first episode.
I'm a fan of the last episode where a robot gets in a fist fight with Jesus. And Jesus just starts kicking the shit out of that robot, man.
See, that was like the whole thing with more on that. Let's just get into the show.
Yeah. Preacher, yeah.
Let's tap that pause button, fam. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's locked. Record and record. Let's see what that sounds like.
Oh, wow.
Hang on, I got to do a quick lock. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's a limiter. No limiter. It's a bad limiter.
She is a creep.
Okay. Nope.
Ooh. human bubble wrap.
Pop, pop.
Hope no one sees me get freaky. Yeah, we're just gonna have to live with that. Check 1, 2. Check 1. All right, I can live with that harmonic. All right. Oop. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with this week is absolutely no exception because NVIDIA has definitely pulled a sneaky. And Unity's trying to make an open source game and something about AMD being 25% or something. I don't know. It's terrifying. I'm a bit confused. Hi, I'm old confused man Vin, joined every week by our tame Canadian podcaster up in, where are we at? Saskatchewan? Or,
I'm in Mozambique.
Mozambique. All right. That's the best Zambique to be in. And across the pond on the island of Britannia. Near the Isle of Man, baby.
It's a bit of a ways off, to be fair, but yes, hello.
Yeah.
Right now, he's on the Isle of Boy.
Well, he's going to grow up and eventually graduate to the Isle of
I
Man.
will hit puberty one of these days.
Pedro Montes, together with you at home, Shadowrealm Dynamic, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. Before we get started, we like to play that little game of like, hey, man, what you been up to? Actually, one thing we were up to this week is there's a new episode of Trine again. Power Trine 4000 has returned. Trine 4 keeping that Patreon pledge. That's actually up and posted on Patreon if you want to go take a look at it. And we finished, like, legitimately, we finished Left 4 Brat, like for real.
Yes.
Until they released a new set of community levels, at which point,
Yeah.
We kind of shot ourselves in the foot with that one, didn't we?
Yeah. So I haven't been up too much, man. Got a new interface, a new old interface. Not one I kind of hate bought it because I couldn't get a hold of the Apugi that I wanted, but it was like $200 less than I'd ever seen one before. And I'm like, well, we need to test it. So I've been working on that. Updated some stuff on our web zone, linuxgamecast.com, bumped PHP version. Finally rolled out a new thing Cloudflare has. I think it's publicly available now. It's the automatic paid optimization. We're effectively hosted. Everything's in the cloud, which I heard is made of Linuxes, which is good. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I'm up to. Just boring computer stuff.
Jordan?
Oh, yeah. My dryer just went off. Pedro, I'm going to toss this to you so I can shut that thing off.
All right.
Okay. Well, on my end, I got a thing. It's a USB powered soldering iron because I guess I might as well learn how to do this at some point.
Pedro, do me a favor and say soldering iron again.
Soldering?
Okay. Wait, one more time, just a little slower.
Soldering.
Can you say that soldier was made out of solder?
Possibly.
I don't know. It's got an L in it. I'm inclined to pronounce it. So, but yeah, no. It's just 8 watts. I think it needs something like a 1.6 amp output USB power supply, and yeah, I also got the sucky desoldering tip, which is nice. So I don't know. I'm still waiting for the training, like little training kits to arrive because they're on the slow boat from China. Thanks, eBay. So that might take a while. Learning and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, melting fingers. Make sure that you're smelling like hot dog when you're soldering.
Roast.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just bruised up. Yeah. Moving rocks around apparently is not good for the skin. Found that out. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, some rock fails or something. That's how I get internet famous. Not any of this shit, right? No, like I fucking dropped a rock on my head, and everyone's just like, "Ha, look at that fucking idiot." All right. Hey, any fame is better than no fame. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Yeah. Yeah, the horse is kind of stone dead. I mean, it's been that way for 4 years. It's the Steam update sale. Yeah. So we got the dates now. Steam sales are coming out October 29th to November 2nd, November 25th to December 1st, and December 22nd to January 5th. So the Halloween sale is basically a day after my birthday, so if you want to buy me some games, then's a good time to do it, I guess. I guess I gotta fill out my wish list on Steam. I don't. Well, we'll talk about that in the next couple stories.
Where are you
like,
sitting with the wish list? I think I have like 4 items on there, and like two of the games haven't even come out.
I got one at the moment. No, I got 2 because I put Borderlands 3 on the wish list.
Oh, well, I guess
think
that
I have
kinda
like
makes
90
sense.
something games on my wish list.
Well, like that's the thing. If I want a game, I'll just buy it.
This
Right,
is really what I'm getting to. Also, Pedro, like if you have 90 games on your wish list,
88.
if I see that, I don't even fucking bother with it. I look at that, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going to get you anything. It's too much work. I don't know what you really
reading,
want.
yeah.
Right now, one of the things I will say is, so many sales, I don't pay attention to them anymore, and I was having to think about that on the drive home today. Now, is it really because like 11 sales a year from Steam? There's like, you know, we definitely talked about it on the show. It's like, well, they're not really even special anymore. Or is it kind of like what Jordan was hinting at? You know, I'm not a broke teenager or like a struggling kid in university anymore. If I really want a game, I can pay the iron price for it. I'm like, fine, I'm not going to be happy about it. But I will say this, as the game we're doing this week, we're covering with the chairs. We saw that in the after show last week, and it was on like
It was like
really
$6.
Yeah, and I was like, fine, I'll buy it. Not a problem.
Yeah. But like that's the thing. That's the thing with Steam sales, though. Like it's the frequency of them, so that they don't really impact anymore, and the diminishing returns. Because like once you buy a game when it's on sale, it's not like you're gonna buy it when it goes cheaper. It's not like they're gonna refund you the money. It's already spent. And I mean, if you subscribe to Heretic Purchases, the number of available games you can buy on sale is drastically lowering year after year if you're buying Linux games regularly.
And I mean, it's a Steam sale, right? That's if you're gonna buy a game, probably better off waiting, even if it's like 20% off on the brand new game that just came out. That's if it even goes on sale. But yeah, no, that's when you buy games.
Well,
and only then.
Well, I mean, like you bring that up, and what's funny is we've learned this as Linux gamers. Like, don't buy the game when it comes out. Wait until like the Turbo Fuck You edition with all the DLC comes out, because then Farrell's gonna port that. Right.
Yeah.
So
unless you really can't, you have that FOMO going all the time, and you really gotta play it while the hype is still going. I'm sorry for you.
Oh, yes. Then you do that. Then they add EAC and you can't play it anymore. And you're like, oh.
No, you need to sign up for an Epic account.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this, Jordan? I figured this would be right down your no-no hole. Steam Digital Tabletop Fest? Is that something we get to play?
I mean, kinda, yeah. There are a bunch of this is more. There's a lot of board games on Steam, like digital versions of like board games. A lot of them are available on Linux. Orok Digital, the people who are running this Steam Tabletop Festival, actually have a Linux board game available right now. It's Chainsaw Warrior, and it's DLC. They also have a version of Ogre that needs a Linux port, because then I can actually make Steve play it. And that's what I want. But yeah, so they're giving a lot of talks on tabletop design. They have people talking about Plague Inc. and Other Side, Gloomhaven, and they have Sandy Peterson giving a talk. Sandy Peterson was one of the principal designers of the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Also did a lot of principal design for Doom and Quake.
Okay.
Yeah, so it would be. It seems like an interesting set of panels. If you're into like board game design or tabletop game design, this might be for you. And there's lots of like Tabletop Simulator exists on Steam if you really want to like have complicated, overwrought tabletops for role playing games. But like, you can still play a lot of board games under Linux right now. So yeah, it's good to see that side of the landscape is getting highlighted.
I've never played with Tabletop Simulator, but that seems like that's just wide open for all types of options and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like if you look at the Steam Workshop there, like they got fucking everything.
Yep. It is effectively a tabletop sandbox.
Yes.
Just
create
the bits. There you go.
Pedro, you and I still got to like sit down and like figure out how to play the Dark Souls board game.
Yeah.
which has a modular and tabletop simulator.
It does.
So, like,
there has to be a version of Monopoly. With the Dark Souls.
It does.
Dark Souls Monopoly.
Right.
Instead of you're broke, you died.
You can roll a bonfire, and
do not pass
Go
bonfire.
back to
Do
the
not
bonfire.
right.
Do not collect 200 souls.
Exactly.
All right, so we got some digits for last month, right? And the Steam Hardware and Software Survey, and a couple of interesting things in this. The one I saw that was very interesting is talk about climbing back out of a hole. The processor vendor. Now, for AMD and Intel, AMD's always been low digits, but man, September 25.75%. They've come a long way since Bulldozer, man. That's really no surprise with AMD because they've been laser focused on the enthusiast market. A couple of things I did see is 33% on Linux with users because we like ourselves an underdog, don't we? Isn't
Yeah. It's kind of hard to, not root for the underdog when we're using Linux on the desktop.
I don't know. I just like I like my 12 core 24 thread CPU that I didn't have to pay $1,000 for.
Yeah. That's a big advantage too. Yeah, no, the 8 core 16 thread CPU that I paid £300 for. Yeah.
I think it's pretty neat, man. Intel's 3.7. Yeah, that's just wild. But a couple of their interesting metrics. My favorite one being, turns out 100% of the users on Steam have an unspecified network speed. Because that does precisely nothing, Valve. Seriously, why is that even in there?
Yeah, no, and the top speed that they had at the time capped out at like 10 megabit. So at this point, there's a lot of people with more than 10 megabit. Admittedly, there's a lot of people with less, but there's a lot of people with more than 10 nowadays. And I don't think that question even shows up on the Steam survey. But the things that stuck out to me were, while on Windows, the most popular video card is a 1060. By a significant margin, that's like 10% of everyone that the Steam survey is polling has a 1060. On Linux, on the other hand, things are a bit different. Again, going for the underdog, the most popular video card is the RX 480 at 7.62%.
But of course it is. It's like dirt cheap. Don't make that noise when I'm talking about dirt cheap cards.
I mean, yeah, like they're still selling RX 580s for like over
They're still making
220.
them. That's the thing.
That's true. Well, Apple keeps ordering them. That's for one. They keep shipping that. They keep shipping those in Mac Pros because that's.
I was about to say you got to put something in your $15,000 Mac Pro.
Yeah.
And the other thing I noticed was if you go to Linux only and you open the Linux version thing, you see that Linux Mint is no longer in 4th place. No. Now you have Pop. Pop OS is
Poo-poos?
Poo-poos. It's 572% is now Pop OS with Linux Mint coming down to 561%. So there you go.
I think the only metric that made me step back for a second was I was looking at the overall ownership of VR, and I think it was almost a full %, which that's a lot of people.
It is. Well, especially now that like the headsets have come down in price substantially. It's not. It's
like
not
the
as,
Oculus Quest is pretty cheap, and that one still doesn't require you to log into Facebook.
Yeah,
and also like like it's really easy to get like a GPU now that can push VR, and like Ryzen CPUs dirt cheap. You can pick up an 8-core 16 thread and run VR games no problem now. It's not like you needed to pay like several $1,000s for a system that's capable of doing VR now. So that's the other
Yeah,
thing.
even a 2700 or a 2700X nowadays is less than 160 pounds.
Well, I
So,
mean,
yeah,
you got to
no,
look
that's
at,
pretty good.
you know, fortunately, I was able to get a GPU with the VR port on it. NVIDIA and Valve. Good thing I got that.
Yeah, that was useful. Well, it's driving a USB 3 monitor now, right?
Ben, it's out of spite. I've just left it alone. I'm like, you know what? You're the spare USB-C port now.
Yeah.
That's my feels for it, 100%. So we talked about, there was a little, we mentioned the cheating problem with CSGO, and we're talking like, why is Valve not doing a virtual gaming events?
Yeah, like the big competitions like the International for Dota and all the other ones for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Well, as it turns out, people were cheating at the arena. And like we talked about a while back, there were originally, I think it was 7 of the coaches.
37.
It was... That's right now. Originally, it was like 7 of them that were going to get banned. But right now, after several investigations, the Esports Integrity Commission has announced that 37 coaches are going to be banned from like 4 months to 36 months because they were abusing that spectator bug that
Brazil
we talked
represent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's... Let's not start stereotyping just yet.
So I got a question though. Out of all of these, chat realm, you can vote too. Who has the dumbest screen name?
Furry? Oh no, that's Fury. Never mind.
Right? It's not an easy question.
Oh.
There's
PETA, like pain in the ass.
or how about lured?
Sterix?
Ave.
Oh,
Ave.
oh, wait, they got pictures.
Oh,
hello.
there's pictures.
Oh shit. Welcome back to Linux Hot or Not cast.
Right?
Fuck, marry, kill. Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean, so
we
far
all
they're all
good.
pretty hot.
That's
But
the
yeah,
thing.
no wonder Valve doesn't want to do, like, people playing from home. If people are cheating this much at events, what do you think's gonna happen?
This.
Yeah, more of that.
Well, it's been going on since like 2015, man. And I think this is one of those things what do you think, Jordan? Is like, what was his name? Lance Armstrong, right? The Tour de France.
Cyclist?
Yeah. His argument was, it's like, everyone was taking the drugs, man. The only way you could compete was by taking the drugs. Is this one of those arguments of like, everyone else was cheating? That was the only way to even get on the level playing field. It didn't give me an advantage. It just...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The sports analogy is pretty apt because, like, yeah, look at all like the top competitors in something like strength sports. They're all on PEDs, unless like the league is specifically about like testing and like has very like stringent rules about that. But even then, they're testing for the drugs they know about. And it's the same thing here. Like, these exploits are kept as quiet as possible so that people can abuse them as much as possible. And in a hyper competitive environment, especially one with really low margins like esports, yeah, you want to be able to like squeeze every bit of advantage. So it makes sense why they were doing it. Does it excuse they're doing it? No, but
Yeah.
I can
especially at a competitive event that there's money involved. It's like you're straight up cheating people out of money.
Right, I mean, the other people cheating is immaterial because they all suck too for cheating. It doesn't excuse anything else. But again, this is why I agree with John Witherspoon. We need to have like the league where like everyone's running like aimbots, or we need to run like the Olympic Games where everyone is just roided the fuck out, just so we can have that competition.
Just let them have that.
Esports, racing, anything else, we need an unlimited class.
Right, or just like fucking do whatever you can.
Yeah, last
anything goes.
human standing. It doesn't even have to be a human, man. I mean, just
right,
whatever.
like you can if it'll get you the win, you can unplug your mouse, stand up, drop the other player, kill him, and then plug your mouse back in.
Full contact CS:GO.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Yeah, we're
throw a mace at him. Like, hey,
Valve, call us.
right. Team Fortress 2, first update in a long time.
Yeah, it looks like all the games are getting updates from Valve. But much like the Left 4 Dead update, this is a lot of community stuff. But mainly, this is the Spooptober update. So Scream Fortress 7, or that's 11, 12. I can Roman numerals.
Numbers.
They added 4 new community maps, a bunch of new effects. They reset the Halloween challenges from last year, so if you want to do them again, you can. Yeah, like it's. I guess it's just get people interested for Halloween.
What?
They have
What?
some
Oh, that's what
2 chairs.
does.
That's
Sort
what
of.
I
I
like. Team
only
Fortress 2.
sorta want
2
it.
chairs. There's a bunch of game balance fixes as you do. Lots of bug fixes. They changed some of the items and the game balance and whatnot as you do. If you're a Team Fortress enthusiast, you've read through those notes and you understand what they say. I don't. I read through them and I go, yes, these are words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I noticed is they changed a lot of class-specific things, and one of the things that I remember, my little brother is a pretty big TF2 player, and apparently if you were playing as the medic, you'd get a thing called the free ride, which is if you were healing, say, a scout, you would walk at the same speed as a scout, and the scout is the fastest class. So that doesn't...
So it was haha
anymore.
medic go brrr.
Yeah. Basically, if you had a medic following a scout, it's like, nope, you're not shooting that medic.
I outside of like when TF2 came to Linux, I was like, hey, it's a game. But I was burnt out on what it became because I put all my hundreds of hours playing the original Quake CTF. Quake World, and so on dial up and get the fuck off my lawn. So, but hey, man, I'm glad they updated it. Maybe they'll be able to fix some of their mod problems. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's going to be an ongoing thing. That's what we should have. We should have like the bot Olympics, roided out bots, competing in esports.
How do you give the bot steroids?
Over USB syringe.
Overclock them. Hey, maybe you'll just be too busy playing Mafia Definitive Edition on Linux because Glorious Eggroll chimed in. He's like, all right, fixed it this time. Mafia DE and Mafia 2 DE should work out of the box. He's getting a little special version of Glorious Egg, Proton G. Here's some screenshots. I was like, all right, it's looking good. I'm down with that. What? I have a copy of Mafia. It must have been in a bundle. Oh, and it's a DE version. Big ass download, by the way. It was like 20 or 40 gigs or something. I'm like, all right, I'll check this thing out. Ate shit right to the desktop. So I just uninstalled it. I didn't care enough, really. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just saying, over here, no joy. None.
Yeah, no, I tried to like the Mafia games. I did. I
I've
really
never
did. I
played
tried
them.
1.
Neither did I.
I tried 2. And the driving, and you're asked to do a lot of driving, and the driving is even worse than GTA's.
But that's what I was looking for. I saw that screenshot. I'm like, oh, GTA Dick Tracy.
Yeah,
I thought that
was like
sentence
the
was
whole...
going to end very differently.
Thanks, Tracy.
But yeah, no, that was the whole premise behind Mafia, was like, oh, it's sort of GTA, but in the olden times. Yeah, no, the driving was horrible. I guess I've had people shouting at me in Shutrel whenever we bring up Mafia because I say that the cars felt like you were trying to drive a brick. And
That's kind of what cars were back then, though.
They were made of bricks.
Yes, that is the argument that was leveraged at me. But seeing Glorious Egg Roll release that, it's like, okay, right, there's a new version of Glorious Egg Roll. I'll download it. Say, Valve, when are you going to update Proton, actually? What are you waiting for?
Quality assurance.
Shut the hell up and quit begging.
Yeah.
Quality assurance from Valve?
I mean, yeah. I'm. To be fair, they do a pretty good job testing the Proton releases. They do, like
Other test subjects.
Yeah, they have a GitHub where everyone does it for them. But
Pedro. If you want a new updated version of Proton, go into the betas tab and select Proton Next and shut the hell up.
I've already been running that. When's that going to come out so I can get the new next?
Eventually.
Proton next, and then next.
I don't know. I want Valve Time to like crash through your roof and go like, remember me.
Now I'm just imagining like a giant clock that looks like Gabe Newell smashing through Pedro's wall like the fucking Kool-Aid Man.
It's going to be great.
Oh yeah!
These things, they take time.
With like big old Kool-Aid nipples too. Yeah.
Big old, and don't even bother wasting your time, kids. Let's talk about a couple of new games.
Yes, and the first one is Scarlet Hollow, and the developer, Abby722 on Reddit, did a bit of an AMA.
Not the developer. She is the writer.
Oh, she's the writer. Okay.
Yes.
And she she was doing an AMA, and one of the questions, because it did not end in a question mark, was port to Linux, please. And she comes back, done. Just like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
The developers were, that easy.
That deer's chewing an awful lot of bubblegum.
Yeah. No, I actually really like Abby's comics. I've been reading Junior Scientist Power Hour for a while, and she does some like really creepy stuff too. She's a good writer and a good artist, so I'm glad to see that A, she's releasing games, and B, they're out on Linux. So yeah.
Yep. It's free to play, so go on. Scarlet Hollow on Steam. Just download it. Play it.
But the developer,
it requires the ever elusive something recent OS.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. Don't try to use, I don't know, something blue.
Shh.
Don't
talk to the blue.
Hey, it's better than a lot of the graphic novels that's like, here's a wall of text. You know that screenshot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those text games, seriously. Sometimes I see an interesting title on the Steam new releases. Oh, that could be it. Never mind.
This is true. So what is Unrailed?
So you know that Bugs Bunny cartoon where they're like trying to put like the track in front of the train before it falls off the cliff. Yeah. That's basically what this game is, right? Okay. It's an online. It has online multiplayer. You try and build the track in front of the train and not derail it, I guess. It's they have a demo out now, so you can download and try it out.
Crappy track pieces. Like, right.
I mean, they are crappy track pieces, but that's the point, right?
This reminds me of like some lo-fi Sim City, man.
Yeah. But
it's sort of kind of like that.
How about some isometric multiplayer Minecraft?
I just like the fact that you can play it with people on the internet without Steam fucking remote play. My God.
But the thing I noticed were like the level where you seem to be playing in what is that, a volcano? I was looking at that screenshot, it's like, where's the train? And it took me about a minute to actually find, oh, it's right along the top there. Okay. So that's a very, very nice screenshot to show me exactly just how character blind I'll be through the whole thing.
All I have is like PTSD flashbacks of the train missions and Into the Breach, where it's like, oh God, how can I like make this train survive? It's just trying to kill itself. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't. It's so infuriating.
It gets to the point where I just put my mechs on the track and only move them when the train is going to move that way. It's like, okay, so we're going to scooch everything else.
I don't know, man. I took a look at this, and it's currently $19.99. If you want to pick it up, there is a free demo, so you can taste before you buy. And for me, this is one of those games that if you're in desperate need of things to do, pick up something like this. Not really my bag, but hey,
could be a fun like fuck around simulator or a party game too.
I looked at it. I'm like, if I download it, what am I going to do? I'm going to draw a dick with some train tracks and uninstall it. Listen, I'm honest with myself, man. Art of Rally, which is impervious to capitalization, is now out.
Completely. And big kudos to Dune, that's what he signed his email as, aka Fun Selector, which I keep reading as Fun Skeletor. He was the developer of The Art of Drifting. I think that was the what was it? Absolute Drift. It's basically,
what about The Art of Breaking?
If you look at Absolute Drift and you look at Art of Rally, you go, yeah, no, that's absolutely the same person, because it's basically the same kind of game, except Art of Rally at least has some
I remember we talked about this earlier,
textures.
And you said the trailers were, what was your exact word? Full of lies.
Yes, it was. You see that camera angle right there?
Yeah, I see a game I want to play right there.
Yeah, no, that's the camera angle you get.
Oh.
You see that top-down view?
Yeah, but I like this view better.
Yeah, no, that view of like
I've played enough
car.
games with that view. This is the view I want.
I want to be driving the car and not like seeing the exact direction that's going. I want to see it from like a side angle.
Right. I really don't need to see the like godlike view of the. Well, I can't. Wait a minute. Can I run over the people?
No, they scooch away as you get closer.
Are they people? They look like little lipstick containers, or like
they are just little polygons floating around on the screen for the most part. But yeah, no, the actual physics of the game are very good. They're very well done. It's just the camera angle, like that helicopter view. Can I have like the typical third-person racing game view where it's behind a car or maybe a cockpit view? No. Well, he sent us keys, so I guess we get to throw chairs at some point.
Hey, that's what's it cost?
20
pounds over here.
Single player, you get some achievements. It works with the cloud, and it's got number digits for stats, and it's also got a letterboard. So yeah, that's the thing. Maybe there's a way to unlock multiple camera. I don't even know. Maybe there is like other.
Someone needs to mod like a better camera on that, because the top view one, no, not doing.
Can someone mod in the Sam Raimi cam that just like follows you like an Evil Dead? Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, man. One thing when you think about automobile racing and drifting, your brain tends to immediately like slide over to necrophilia.
Yeah, indeed. So we're talking about Undead Darlings, No Cure for Love. So like, I don't know. I always wondered why like the Beholder games never really had much of a comeback aside from like Legend of Grimrock. But here's one now, and it features necrophilia. Yeah, so you crawl through dungeons. You're apparently like a half zombie trying to find love. Wait a minute. Someone saw warm bodies.
What the hell is a half zombie?
How
does that even work? I mean, what is this, like my shovel waifu?
Well, I mean, like, how does half
you're a zombie, but you're not dead yet. So you're not technically a zombie. You're only half of the way there.
I'm pretty sure I can show you on the doll like 16 fucking places where that sentence makes fuck all sense.
No, you like zombie means that you're dead, unless you're like a voodoo zombie, in which case you've just taken a mega dose of scopolamine. Maybe that's a game. Maybe you're just fucking hallucinating on scopolamine. you wake up and
Arise,
in this
waifu,
particular
arise.
harem game, there's no nudity or sexual content in the tags, the user-defined tags. Also, I see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls and the little image there, and the one gay option.
All right,
so I feel like the gay community is a little bit underrepresented.
Well, I don't know about gay zombies.
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to check with them because we're looking at this product received for free. Did you ever want to flirt with a zombie? Yes? Then look no further. Undead Darlings, No Cure for Love is right here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at the screenshot of like the combat menu. Apparently, your attacks are a choice of attack, exhalation, compassion, defend, power thrust, blinder, and sweep.
Power thrust, baby.
Power thrust, baby, or.
Well, hey, that's our Halloween themed game of the week. Is what was it called again?
Undead Darlings.
Yeah.
Undead Darlings. All right, up next, we got Cold War tensions because that's not a thing we're dealing with in the real world. Yeah, but, so this is like War Games, the game. It's you can do it with 1v1 versus a human or 1v computer, and you're basically just trying to manage the Cold War, try to make the Soviets win, make the Americans win, whatever. And
do you think it'll like ever mix things up and be like, oh, Fidel Castro and Megatron? I'm like, all right.
Fidel Castro becomes Megatron. He turns into an airplane and starts like, oh no. He turns into a gun, and then Boris Yeltsin picks him up and starts shooting. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. It seems interesting, especially the one-on-one aspect, because they have a leaderboard as well. So, if you're into like politicking and political strategy, this might be a fun little game for you. It's a little expensive though, so you probably need to be into politicking and grand strategy if you're gonna buy it.
Well, in all fairness, they almost have the same price for their DLC as they do for the entire game.
Indeed.
I took a look at this, man, and I'm like, you know what? This kind of looks like a strategy game that takes place in cool retro terms.
Yeah. The only winning move is not to play.
What? Whoa. Oh, mouse and keyboard are required. Internet connection or 1v1 ranked multiplayer. Ranked multiplayer?
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. They have a leaderboard. So, like I said, if like for the politicky side of things, like if you like that sort of gameplay, like Crusader Kings-esque, I can see like 1v1 being kind of interesting. Kind of, I would want to see a live stream of it just to see if like there's potential.
I would like to see a stream of where somebody clicks on the multiplayer button if there was another person available.
Maybe.
That's the thing. These kinds of games, they have that niche community, and if they find one that they like, that is all they will play until a new one comes out.
Look at Crusader Kings, right?
Yeah, the original Stronghold. Yeah, no, that.
I say rip them off.
Yeah. So this is it's a tower defense game, I guess, but it's capitalism. The tower defense game.
It threw me back because it's like, you know what? Economic management and tower defense. Oh shit! You had me sold with economic management. Now you're going to throw tower defense on top of it.
Yeah, I guess the goal of this is to like set up your tower defense to extract as much money from the plebs as possible, like a proper capitalist. And yeah, all you need is apparently 1 gigabyte of GPU to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look down at the system requirements, you just need GPU 1 gigabyte.
So I see one of the things listed in this game is it's satire, so that might be something, and it's only $8.99. Oh, there's a jazzy edition. The fuck?
Yeah.
Soundtrack. Okay, so maybe you get to capitalist and rip them off with some smooth jazz.
Yeah, basically the point seems to be get as many people to go into the shops rather than just walking out of the map. So yeah, tower defense.
It's an interesting gimmick, right? Like that's what we want to see. People like trying different stuff with established game mechanics. That's how you get development.
Got to play around with it. So, Pedro,
speaking of gimmicks,
I genuinely thought we were done with fucking retro shooters for 2020.
No. In fact, with Doom Eternal being as popular as it was, no, retro shooters aren't going anywhere anytime soon. This is Proteus.
Did you just call Doom Eternal a retro shooter?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
I look forward to your hate mail. This one is actually being published by Humble. It's being developed by Bounding Box Software, and the thing that kind of caught my eye was the request. Oh,
this is getting published by Humble?
Yeah.
I better check my email. I'll probably get a copy.
Maybe.
I got the email to say, you can request access to this now.
What do you mean request access?
You gotta click on the request
and
access
scroll
bucket.
down.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the thing that kind of stuck out to me with this particular game was, oh, you need to request access to the, it's not exactly early access as you're used to it. You request access to it, and then if the developer approves you, then you can play the early build. Okay. So yeah, you could go in, request access, maybe you'll get lucky, maybe you'll get called in, and I haven't been. So.
Send us some hate mail if you are, right? Like,
Yeah,
tell
I
us how the
didn't know
game-
that, like, because Humble hits me up all the time with, like, previews and stuff, but almost all of them are Windows games are like, hey, this is coming out. Here's a key, or would you like to, because we have, like, the Humble affiliate thing.
By the way, do you have a...
It was, I scrolled down and I saw, oh, there's Linux system requirements. Okay, in the show notes you go.
But by the way, man, you don't happen to have a key for Temtem, do you?
What is that?
That's
The
the Humble
Pokemon.
produced Pokemon.
Yeah.
Should I?
Maybe it's Humble publishes it, right? You're on the monthly thing. So.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a look.
Good. Yes. Excellent. Good. All right. Coming up next, they're releasing the 3070 in time for my birthday, so you should buy me one. Put it on my wish list.
I just want AMD to come up with something made partially out of, like, because fuck you, and that's why it causes the 3070 to drop $100. Then it's a $399 card.
Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe I should do the old swaparoo.
Like,
Oh yeah, check out the prices in Curry's PC World. Let me just get a screenshot of that.
you do that, because we got to vote on some show titles, ladies and gentlemen. Head over to vote.linuxgamecast.com and let's see what we got. Old Confused Ven, that's every week. Zombie Waifu, I'm voting for myself. It's cheating, but I'm doing it.
Taking the drugs, I'll vote for that.
Dix Tracy, all right.
Scopolamine, I'll give that a vote too.
Power Trine 4000. Jazzy Edition, taking the drugs. Dix with train tracks, yeah.
Get the new next.
Fun Skeletor, all right. There we go. See, oh man, it should have been CS:GO Fulcon or something. There's a good one in there. I just can't suss it out. All right. So what do those
CS:GO
prices
home, you're drunk.
say?
Those prices say 3070. 3,070 pounds.
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
That's $1 in RTX, or that's £1 in RTX. What a steal!
Yeah, no, Curry's PC World, since they don't have, official pricing yet, they just copy-paste the model of the card into the price field.
Well, I mean, if you get 3,070 RTXs with the card, it's a good deal.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, if it is gets knocked down to like 3, I'm fucking buying one.
Yeah.
Deal
See,
with
that
it.
was my whole point. It's like you put
I'm buying one,
like
Pedro.
a
You're not allowed to
3070.
buy one
Why?
because you said you wouldn't. Too many times.
I said I wouldn't for 500.
No,
Now-
it-
now
I
you're
said
trying
that
to modify
400
the
was
deal.
my limit.
See, the part where I cut the audio was that you were going to buy one. Your
Pedro,
Honor.
it creates a folder in your home directory. Do you really want one?
If it's just a video driver, then I could get rid of it after the drivers are installed.
You
No,
say,
no,
I
no,
want- I
no,
want that.
no,
I want
no.
that. I want that 12 gigs. But you know, at $400, I'd live with 8. That's what I paid for this 2060, man. Shit.
Yeah, no, 400 is my cutoff. So for 500, not happening.
Nvidia,
Just
make me a
not
happy
happening.
boy. 401.
Yeah, I still wouldn't buy it if it was for 101. That would just be out of spite.
I have a ladybug in here. It just went flying by on my wall. And you can't squish ladybugs. Why is that?
Because ladybugs are nice and they don't.
No, they're
crawl
not.
over.
They're assholes. They bite you.
Yeah, I bite them back though. I mean, it's a tick for that.
All right.
I don't know how this is anyway related, but I need to pee. I'll be back.
Yeah, a lot of people have 3070s. I mean, they're called reviewers, man. System integrators. This is not,
Yeah, it's not like oh, production is ramping up. No, production is finished, motherfucker.
Right.
Putting it in boxes.
I don't think I've ever had to bite anyone.
I have.
Like in a fighting sort of manner.
Yeah, in a fight.
No.
I was like 10 years old. Guy tried to put me in a sleeper hold. Bit his arm.
He didn't get you in a very good hold.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm Wrigley.
For your Starbucks drinks? What? What? Scott, don't drink
Scott's
ladybugs.
Scott's on drugs. He's high on ladybugs, stuffing them into his crack pipe and smoking them. Yeah, you will die if you start smoking more ladybugs, Scott. It's not good for the lungs.
I wonder... No, I don't think there would be a safe way to smoke ladybugs. In fact, I've just decided I'm against smoking ladybugs. I came to a conclusion.
What is the most dangerous way you can think of to smoke ladybugs?
Tightrope walking?
While the tightrope is on fire?
Something like... Well, go look up raspberry flavoring. Have some fun with that.
Beaver anus, yeah.
Yeah. Synthetic beaver
same,
anus, yeah.
Same with vanilla.
See, that's the problem with Starbucks, man. They've sold out.
Sold out of ladybugs?
Yeah.
I just went down to the Starbucks for a nice hot cup of ladybug, and they were out.
Yeah, apparently you could just grind the fuck out of all the other bugs, but no, you just can't grind up ladybugs anymore all of a sudden.
No.
We've been places, Pedro.
I come in, I put on the headsets and grinding ladybugs all of a sudden.
No, it can't. Apparently it's a bad thing. It's taboo. You just can't go to the local coffee shop and get your ground ladybugs.
I'd rather you snort the ladybugs than smoke them. Marginally better for you.
That's what Jesus would do.
It says so in the Bible. I have a pastor from our school recorded saying this.
Yeah, no, ladybugs are awesome. They'll eat ants and mosquitoes if they can catch them.
Aphids.
Yeah.
Biphids, Cephids, even Diphids.
All right.
Not Ephids, though. We'll stay the fuck away from those.
What about Rephids?
What about Ephids?
Merch. Damn it. I was going to make my Pedro shirt this week, but I bought this one instead. Let me know if you run into like any weird problems on our website. Do you like pay any attention to like dyes and stuff like that? I know some people are like, I don't have dye. And I'm like, whatever. Oh, you shouldn't.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if I were allergic to specific food dyes, I'd be more inclined, but...
I don't pay attention to that.
The only thing I pay attention to are whether or not the thing contains peas.
Well, a lot of words have P's in it, Pedro.
No, not the letter. The teeny tiny little green things.
So you can't eat pasta or pizza?
Yeah, little green pasta balls.
Like I said, not the letter.
Every day's a struggle for Pedro.
You can't. What happens if you want to do water sports? Are you allergic to that?
They don't call him pelvis for nothing.
Yeah, if he gets tinkled on, you might say that you're in trouble.
Those bees.
Listen, man, just because you like chopped up some like little green giants.
Hey.
I think North Ranger just got it.
What? Oh.
I don't know. Ask America why they were obsessed with putting food in gelatin in the 50s.
Not a duck. We've covered the ketchup cake extensively. Not joking, we have. Jordan,
Yeah, that was a
Jell-O
whole
molds.
after show. It was just a
Yep.
ketchup cake.
I don't even think I have a bottle of ketchup in my apartment.
I don't currently because it ran out, and I didn't buy one today because I forgot. So
I don't have one currently because I drank it all.
I like a little bit of ketchup mixed in with my mayo.
See, the only proper ketchup is mushroom ketchup.
Never had it.
Proper ketchup for me nowadays has been mostly sriracha.
What's wrong with you?
There's a not terribly hot sriracha, so I don't buy it for that.
See, that's your problem.
it tingles a little bit.
I only have very attractive sriracha.
Listen, all sriracha is beautiful in its own way. Don't judge. Don't be a little judgy, Jason.
I don't want to, have to explain myself to Nori when she finds me staring at the bottle of sriracha. Okay?
A prejudiced Pedro.
Particularly prejudiced Pedro, pontificating profusely. Way to drop the ball,
Pertaining to
Jordan.
poignant.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Motherfucker, I dropped pontificating. That's out. It's like, All right, I'm gonna go get some more caffeinated liquid.
In Tesco, Scott, now you know. The great Portuguese sriracha cake. That might happen.
All right.
It's because I go to Tesco to shop. Is that it, Mir?
It's like doing your grocery shopping at 7-Eleven. Just don't.
I'm only the Summer Glau of Linux. I don't think I'm the Summer Glau of supermarkets.
The summer glow of Tesco. I mean, you walk around barefoot a lot.
I'm definitely not that good looking, so...
What is Summer Glow doing these days?
Summer Glau... No, not
Apparently she was
Glau.
in Woo Assassins in 2019. That was the last thing she was in.
Okay. Netflix was banging me over the head with that one for a while. If you go to the Summer Glau IMDb page, the video shows Lena Hadley. Like
Well,
the
yeah,
little
'cause
thumbnail on the video.
Yeah, because they were both in Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's Cersei Lannister. Watch. Oh, right.
Yep. I guess now. Well, no, I guess she's not doing the convention circuit anymore because there's no more conventions.
Yeah. Let's see. "2005 is when Serenity came out." Damn.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, to the movie's credit, man, because I watched like the first 2 episodes of Firefly when they originally aired, and I'm like, whatever, I'll catch it later, because it's like, it's sci-fi western type thing. Then when Serenity came out, I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta go back and watch the rest of that before I can watch the movie. Jordan's trying to stay awake.
I am. I'm so sleepy.
I slept till like 1 today. I slept way too much.
Oh, I'm not the reason it didn't take off. If I am, fine. Deal with it. What you gonna do about it? Let it go. It's never coming
Admittedly,
back.
it was a good series.
It's all right. I mean,
Well, it's Firefly. It never had a chance to get really bad, and that's why people remember it so fondly. It had a lot of promise, but they could seasons 2, 3, and 4 could have been complete fucking garbage, right? Like,
We'll never know.
Yeah.
this is true.
yeah.
All right. Let's cut to this news.
There's less news than there were Steam stories, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do a news segment in 3, 2.
And, well, this is usually the point where I start to waffle around a bit.
Waffle.
And We
The waffler.
Well,
We cut
start
to,
pancaking then. Pancake.
Syrup of truth.
Crepe.
I could actually go for some
Crepe,
pancakes just
No,
because it's
Dane,
like
you were the embodiment of Dane Cook.
it's almost 3 in the morning here right now.
I'm about
so
to crepe
yeah,
my
no,
pants.
pancakes sound really good. If I'm honest, but this is the time where we
French
cut to
toast.
Jordan. Yeah, no, we cut to Jordan so he can thank you all for being so financially irresponsible.
All you've done is make him hungry. He's hungry and sleepy.
I was already hungry and sleepy. This has changed nothing. If you want to buy me a sandwich, maybe head on over to Patreon or not. Head on over to linuxgamecast.com.
Yeah.
Put your mouse over the support button. Maybe send me some Bitcoin for a Subway sandwich. I'm sure they take Bitcoin right now, even though their bread is too sugary to be considered bread in Ireland.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Right? Yeah, I saw that. tangent, but. But yeah, we got wish lists, we got Bitcoin, we got PayPal, we got a store. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Best way to support us though, head on over to
The best way to support us is with genuine leather dog gimp mask bound slave cap adult sex toy pointed ear with mouth plug eye leather hood sexy helmet unisex SM sex toys.
Yeah, exactly. It's only $9 of shipping. It's a steal.
I want to see Jordan do the chair acquisition on that.
That's kind of the point. I may or may not have a pair of nipple clamps I can co-opt for this too. And anyways, yeah, we got a store.linuxgamecast.com. Buy some t-shirts. I actually wore my Use Me Penguin shirt out in public for the first time just because I needed a clean shirt. No one gave me any looks, so there you go. You can safely walk in public wearing that.
I think this one's going to be like, would I break it out in July, possibly? And I'm like, oh, but it's just skulls. They're like, oh, look, he's an older guy trying to be edgy. Isn't he adorable? Oh.
Yeah. We got a Patreon too, patreon.com/LinuxGamecast. It's the best way to support us because you get a ton of cool stuff like the pre super shows, and you can show up half an hour, or not half. Why do I keep saying that? An hour early. I think 7:30. My brain thinks half an hour.
Half an hour.
But yeah.
You know what? If you want us to just show up half an hour before, go for it. We're not going to stop.
I mean, you'll have zero context, but maybe that's a fun drinking game for you. But yeah, you get the pre super shows and an extra hour of Linux gaming content for you, where we just sit around and talk about TV shows and shit. You can get access to the show notes. You can get access to our Discord channel. RSVP for game streams. We were doing some Left 4 Dead. You could have played with us. Maybe you can play with us.
Get some early access, man. If you want to relive the old days. I went and looked. The very ending of Trine 3. That was just up because that's where I left it. I left it for patrons because they make it possible. So I went to make that public. That was in 2016.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, did he already upload that? I was like, wait, no, this is Trine 3. I'm so confused.
Yeah, that
was just never posted to YouTube, I guess.
No, it's only posted to patrons. And right. Hey, if you like this nonsense, you want to get a little early. It makes sense to do it on Saturday because the YouTube version of Linux Gamecast Weekly is usually up about 3 or 4 hours before it goes live publicly because I have to sit back and wait for all the audio stuff to get uploaded, and I have to break down all the other video versions and do the timestamps and all that. So that's always posted in the announcement segment of the Discord. All right.
We got someone we got to thank. Vigilant Viking is our latest Patreon, so thanks a lot for that.
He's full of Vikings.
Big fan of the alliteration there. Yeah.
Yeah. Double V. Maybe one day he'll have his own game called VVVVVV.
He can stick to ceilings.
Let's get into it. Pedro, when are you buying me my birthday present?
I don't think I am, especially given that single income household and whatnot. But
by the way, I would just like to let everyone know that control scroll up when Discord's in focus doesn't break anything. Just let it randomly throw that fact out there.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, NVIDIA put out an update on the RTX 3070 availability, and they are putting it at almost at the end of October 29th.
Wrong button.
Is
the
when
fourth
they
law of robotics.
Yeah. They're going to be releasing / updating the people who already have access to those cards.
Oh, they have comments enabled. Oh, how brave.
Shall we?
Yeah. But honestly, I think at this point it's more of the trying to appease the investors because they cocked up the 3080 launch, they cocked up the 3090 launch.
No, they didn't. You're thinking like a fucking consumer. NVIDIA didn't cock up a goddamn thing. They sold everything they had. That's not cocking up anything.
And they got people talking about their shit too.
Right. So then they're writing the news cycle of like, when are they going to make more? They're making more. Okay, this rolls on. Let me tell you. First off, I'm sitting around in my leather jacket just laughing, and these motherfuckers going, oh, they're like, oh, right. And we're going to put a captcha on the system because, we're going to slow people down buying our shit.
Stop the scalpers, yes.
Yeah, we don't care about this. We're NVIDIA. We don't give a fuck about the scalpers. You know why? Their money still goes in the bank just like yours. Check this out, though. I was like, why'd you move to 29th? That sounds, oh, right. AMD RDNA 2 announcement is on the 28th.
Yeah. Now, late October keeps the pressure on AMD. Go figure.
Do you think there's going to be some unedited slide in that 29th presentation where they're just like, oh, shit, we forgot to change all the numbers?
I don't know. Here's what I want to know, though. Like on the off chance, because I will always hold hope among hopes at AMD. I have a lot of faith for AMD on the CPU side. I have an entire wall of AMD processors going back 2 decades to prove that. I want them to drop like some spicy hotness. Like I just want like, by the way, this new
do the
this new
Ryzen
business
thing, but for GPUs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. And like, I mean, it doesn't, because we're all realistically, we're like, yeah, maybe they'll have something that'll be as fast or maybe just a little bit faster than a 2080 Ti. And you know what? We're like, hey, that's good. What did they come out with something that is maybe a little bit faster than whatever this 3070 is going to be? You know, like 3070 is as fast as a 2080 Ti. Maybe AMD comes out like, hey, yeah, we got that too, but it's $399.
That they'd get my money at that point.
Well, then Nvidia's got to go. Oh no, we were joking. $499 for oh no, that was a typo. It's $398 now because we're Nvidia.
$389.
It's like I said earlier. At this point, Nvidia is just going to be like waiting for AMD to make their announcement. They're going to walk up and be like, yo, fuck your margin, and smack them in the dick, right? Like.
And
well, that's the thing. They in this article, the Nvidia says $499. They seem to be adamant about that particular price.
Well, they're not going to tell you it's going to. Surprise! We didn't want to. Then there's going to be the 3070 Ti variant or whatever that is. That's going to have 12 or 16 gigs. I mean, we know that's going to be
TI
a thing.
Super, whatever they decide to call it.
Yeah, it's NVIDIA, one for every market segment, but that's not a market segment, and it doesn't matter.
It is now.
Yeah.
Yep. What's the difference between them, NVIDIA? $30.
Binning. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Okay, so this is not RPCS 3. No. This is PCSX 2.
Okay.
The PS2 emulator.
Not to be confused with PCSX-R, the PlayStation 1 emulator.
Yarr.
My
Yes.
God, I wish they just have a consistent fucking project name.
It's always different people, right? So I guess they just want to be different, but no, they have. I guess they saw the RPCS 3 like progress reports, and they figured, you know what? Let's drive some interest into our mostly done emulator at this point. And have the compatibility overview down the left side, and then do a report of everything that changed over the past couple of months. And this is for Q3 2020. And doing a Control F for Linux only returns the one hit, which they fixed the one pad plugin, which is the controller plugin that if you pause the game and then you alt tabbed out of the window and then tried to come back, it wouldn't take any input. So
man, look at those retro graphics, vintage.
It was pretty. It was pretty good. Actually, the big thing with that fix is it helps a lot of task speedrunners because if you want to like actually record your task run, this was causing problems.
I'm gonna go out on the limb and say it's slightly more accurate on the right side of the story mode here.
Yeah, stuff isn't being stretched out to infinity.
It's like,
And beyond.
The big difference that I noticed in the renderer is that they dropped GLX entirely in favor of EGL. So I bet NVIDIA is happy.
Not really, but whatever. They'll take it. They're not happy unless you're spending upwards of $600 on a video card every year.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, that's the thing. I'm not so good on them. I think once I set up a PS2 like emulator. I don't know if I think it might have been this one, just to like, hey, look, that run kind of didn't crash, and I'm like, I'm done. Yeah. This is not.
I played one of the Gran Turismo games that were out on the PS2. There were like 3 of them. I played that on PCSX2, and yeah, no, if you look at the very top of the page or close to, they say that 97.14% of the games that have been reported, 2,582 games for the PS2 are playable.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yes, you had a lot of good games too. So I'm glad shit like this exists to just preserve it forever.
How many of them take advantage of the emotion engine?
I don't know. Most.
The emulsion engine?
The emulsion engine where you just make a vegetable paste
I
in
don't
your
know.
PlayStation.
Pedro's the one hearing shit.
No need to start a war zone here.
Oh, dude, you can't because they're all in Vulcan land. Warzone.
Not if you're using Snap.
No.
Well, that's your own damn problem. Check this out. A Vulcan Warzone is now a reality. Or you might be familiar with Warzone 2100, and past due drop down is like, hey man, I think this is about ready to merge. If you get a chance, final quick test. Do we have a Vulcan capable system? There's currently Debs, no snaps. You got to deal with OpenGL and OpenGL ES if it's supported. Snap Vulcan support will come later. Pedro, what is Warzone 2100?
Warzone 2100 is one of those games that they look really neat, but I'll probably never play them.
Wow, that was super descriptive, Pedro. Thank you. That really clarified things.
Strategy.
You know what? You know what? In Pedro's defense, read the fucking about segment right there for me, Jordan.
Right, yeah. Homepage of the blah, 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 yeah.
Warzone, a free and open source real-time strategy game, period.
Yeah,
Period.
It's real-time strategy. That's it's Command and Conquer.
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking of.
I downloaded it. It took me a minute to figure out where the deb files were because that wasn't exactly Pepsi clear, but it worked. It launched, opened a window, and it was like, hey, look, Vulcan bits. Couldn't really tell. I mean, come on. But hey, good news. Yay.
Yeah. More Vulcan is good Vulcan.
The thing that struck me was, why would you have a Vulcan build in a snap? It seems rather antithetical to have a low-level API working in a goddamn container, especially snaps of all of them.
Containers of the future, bro.
I mean, what you can make the same argument with like OpenGL, right? Like, why would you use a graphical application in a container? It's
well, no,
yeah, but
it boils down to like, why would you use a fucking container for a video game?
to make sure that like you have a consistent environment to run it in.
I can see the point of having video games in containers. It's just the point of having, a Vulcan game in a container.
Microsoft is bringing DirectX 12 to containers, man. You gotta get with the times.
I got
the UWP is that whole thing, and that's completely stupid, as people, have come to find out, because you can't even run mods.
Whatever.
You don't
Listen,
get
man,
exclusive full screen.
I have a web-based smart utility for you to try out. It only requires one Docker.
Yeah, no.
That's the real thing we talked about Saturday. Please don't ever do that. Like, Docker should not be a requirement to try your app.
No. For servers, yes. For
hang on.
I fucking disagree.
Pedro. There we go. This is why I said that, because somebody's going to be like, no, you should have Docker installed to try an application.
Why not? If you don't want to install...
Because I don't have Docker installed, and I don't want to walk somebody through getting it set up.
So install Podman, and it's the same shit.
Yeah, that's what I need to try.
It's the same reason I don't have snaps enabled.
Well, you people need to get with the times, man. You're living in the old days.
On a desktop, go fuck yourself.
Yes. On a desktop computer that's sitting right there. That's
the old days, man.
Cloud.
The new things is tablets and Fortnite. But maybe you have an old game that doesn't have online multiplayer, but does have
somebody's got a million iPad. Just says go fuck yourself on it.
Yeah, go ahead and play Fortnite on that bitch.
Just send me free shit. It's fine. As long as it's not a bomb, I'm cool. Zero tier GUI. So it's the question here is, all right, it's a GUI for what? What the fuck is zero tier?
Right.
It's a VPN service, like Comanche, like OpenVPN. Basically, you set up a private network where people can just connect to your server via like a 192.168 or a 10 or 172.16 address. Yeah, it's just there's a command line utility that you need to use for zero tier if you want to get that set up under Linux. Now there's a GUI for it. Which I guess is good. Like, people like clicky things, right?
It's just like really tailored for like gaming or something.
I suppose it is. You saw a lot of like Comanche marketing around that as well. It's like I said, it's mostly for older games that only have LAN support and do not have some sort of internet.
Hamachi. That's the equivalent tool for Windows LAN. You basically create VPNs for games that no longer have active servers, and you play over the internet by creating a virtual LAN.
Oh, so
then you just start the game
remote play.
It's Yeah, it's a virtual private network.
What?
Surprise.
Never heard of that.
Yes.
I know. It's crazy. It's new technology.
Yeah, no, if you're a Windows user and for some reason you stumbled onto Linux Gamecast, it's Hamachi.
Yep.
Bless you.
Goes untied. All right, Scum. we like seeing updates about that because this is one of those like super long-lived like open source gaming projects. Scum VM has a new version out. 2.20.
Jordan,
Interactive Fantasy.
I'm sad because I got a feeling Blazing Dragons is not going to be the game I wish it was.
No, right. Every time I see that, I'm like, it's not medieval era Blazing Saddles, and that just makes me sad. It makes me upset, genuinely. But yeah, the Scum usually is for like playing old Manic Mansion games or point and click adventure games. They're expanding their purview to old RPGs as well. So they've added support for Eye of the Beholder for Sega CD, and if they could get entire gold box support in, I'd be so happy. So happy. I don't have the old decoder wheels that came with the old gold box games.
Speaking of like old decoder wheels, I saw that like, oh, what? Oh, really? They're going to have police quests. What? It's like I remember having that game allegedly. But also allegedly not having like the manual that you needed for like the very first mission.
Right. What's like word number 8 on page X?
It wasn't even that bad. This was like some like they tied it in very well to the game. It was like, ooh, devious fucks. Well done.
Yeah. I think the Beholder, you had like a little paper wheel that you had to like match the symbols and punch them in.
They had like the decoder wheels, and they had like remember the like book manuals on red paper with black pen?
Yeah. That if you left them out in the sun for too long, it would be impossible to read.
Well, if you tried to photocopy them, you just end up with effectively just single dark sheet.
If you're on Linux though, like most of us are, if you're listening to this podcast,
never heard of
for Scott, you can now use a Nautilus or Dolphin, wherever freaking file browser you have, and not the Scum VM one if you want to drag and drop stuff. So that's nice.
Yeah, Ultima are the big ones here. It's like Ultima 4, Ultima 6, and Ultima 8. Yeah,
two of which have open source versions, but you know, whatever. It's nice to be able to play them in Scum.
I gotta play the original for them to.
Well, now they have another open source version, sort of.
Sort of.
Dude, Open Project 1. This is from Unity, of all people. What is he? Never heard of it. Well, talk about an easy description. It's action adventure. That's your description. What? Okay. What are they doing? It's a crowdsourced game, to which I reply, huh. Okay, it's an initiative where Unity and the community, they want to collaborate, man. They want to get everybody collaborating to create a small game in an open source way. Their words, not mine. They're looking for code, art, narrative, sounds, anything's welcome. Decided like a bricks, and it's on GitHub. So it will be built with Unity 2019.4 LTS, whatever latest patch is available. I like that. That's the spirit. Is this anything more than a curiosity for us, gentlemen?
I mean, I guess if you're into like community game dev stuff, this might be interesting to you. You might have a chance to. I don't know, because when you say like crowdsourced games, right? What I hear is a lot of fighting amongst the community because Group X wants to make a shooter, Group Y wants to make an RPG, Group Z wants to make a fucking strategy game, Group A Alpha Centauri wants to like make a racing game or some shit, right? Like you're gonna have a lot of. I'm concerned that they're not going to find the consensus that they're really hoping for without like really strict moderation. At which point, it's
consensus is the point here, to be honest. Because again, this is Unity. We've seen what the Unity ghetto looks like. Just have a look at Steam. But it's interesting to see what, just a bunch of people throwing stuff at a project will actually be able to do.
I kind of feel like the three of us just walked over to the edge of it. Well, one of us did and looked down and they saw this and they're like, we're gonna watch this and see what happens.
I mean, maybe like I hope something cool comes out of it, but
I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, not holding my breath for sure.
But it'll be interesting to see if. I don't know. I just don't see anybody really getting involved with this. This is
like I said. I think there's a pretty big community surrounding like indie game dev. So I think that will be the main driver here. What they actually produce, though, I guess it's in the air, right?
Fair enough. Okay. Good news, everyone. Atari VCS consoles are finally on the way after significant delays. Pallets containing thousands of Atari VCS modules. They're being shipped out. It's thing. Man, okay. They even have like a thing. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. No. They posted on their Medium. Look at it.
Oh.
It says Atari, and there's boxes with Atari all over it.
Apparently, people are also packing meth, too.
That looks like a Ubuntu screenshot, but yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle monitor there.
Yeah, that's definitely an Ubuntu wallpaper.
So we're seeing the panels, and this is like stacked up on pallets. It's heading on a slow boat. There it is. We get 2 USB 3 holes, HDMI, Ethernet, AC. And look at that power. Look at that. Look at how that's etched. It's a hexagon instead of round, because fuck you. If this thing dies, you got to buy another one from us. And
right. Why would you want to use something consistent like USB 3 or some other thing?
Okay, I'm just going to listen. Pro tip, kids. Buy that, put it in a safe deposit box, and wait 30 years. That's going to be valuable.
Well,
yeah, I'm going to wait about a year and buy it for like £100.
Oh, no, Pedro, you misunderstand. Just the power adapter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You'll be able to recoup your investment. I don't know. I'm still holding out hope that like once people get their hands on it and start rooting the ever-loving fuck out of it, you'll be able to pick one up for cheap, and it'll be a good set-top box.
Well, I guess we should point out that, according to Atari, these are going to backers.
Yes.
These are not going to your store shelves that you can pick up. These are going to, did I say backers? I meant scalpers, because I know what I would be doing if I finally got my Atari VCS. It would be on the eBays for $2,600.
Oh, yeah.
Those damn Atari scalpers.
Very quickly on eBay.
So to answer is like, do you think this is going to go the way of the Ouya? No, I don't. I don't think it's going to get that much traction. Ouya had a community behind it. People like legit believed in the project. They threw some money behind it, and they tried to get it all together. And like they had the store, and like there were a lot of people dedicated. It's like, no, we're going to make this a thing. And unfortunately,
an open gaming platform is. Yeah. It's a good ideal to strive for, but
this I don't think it's ever going to be, because the thing about the Ouya is they did make a billion of them, so you could find them at thrift stores and places like that, and people were just like, "Here, do you want mine?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." This I think is boutique enough to where that we're just never going to run into that situation. Either you pay the iron price, or you're going to wait a year and you're going to pay 3 times the iron price.
Wood paneling,
yeah, it doesn't grow on trees, man.
Well, it is x86, so it's arguably more useful than the Ouya ever was. So maybe.
I kind of want the USB controller with a one button on it.
But what are we going to run on it though?
BSD?
Brick Simulator.
Yeah, what's the best distribution for playing video games on the Linux?
Well, according to TechRadar.pro, even though it's TechRadar.com, that's the first lie this site tells you.
Yes.
This comes from
TechRadar.pro, yeah.
Nick Piers, Nate Drake, and Shashank Sharma. All right.
Shashank Sharma, yeah.
Yes.
And it is all 3 of them.
No, Pedro, this is good. Look, that's Linux Gaming Distro 2020. I'm reading it, and get your game on with these specially tailored. Why are you hating on this, man? Jeez.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just asking everyone who's currently listening to this to keep the words "best Linux distro" in mind. Okay. So I start reading, and they have like a little bit of an intro blurb, and on the very last bit they say, while these won't turn your distro into anything like a home video console like a PS4 or Xbox One, they do help provide for an accessible gaming experience for Linux users. And the first entry is, drumroll please, SteamOS. I'm sorry, what? Did you not just say that these would not turn your PC into a console type experience like the PS?
Oh,
it's SteamOS. That was the whole point. Also, if you scroll down to number 3, you see Laka, which again is the whole point.
Hang on. We got to check about this. The ever elusive
we got to check out number
Play
2
on Linux OS.
Yes.
Yeah. So remember when I said to keep in mind the words best Linux gaming distro? Play on Linux. Go ahead and find me that distro, please.
Well, if you go to their website and it tells you right on the website, hey, we're just. Oh, maybe it doesn't, but you see, Pedro, you're expecting too much of modern journalism. That would have required them to click on the fucking link that they put in the article.
But there's 3 authors. How the hell does this happen? There's 3 people credited with this shit. What the fuck?
Just because you're credited doesn't mean you actually contributed. I just want to make that clear. So TLDR, the best Linux gaming distro you can have is macOS.
We're not done with this. Sparky Linux game over. Relight your game on. Okay, what pre-bundled gamings? Fuck all if I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's one of those pre-bundled. It's one of those distros that has a bunch of gaming stuff.
Okay, all right. So that's number 4. Didn't they promise us? Oh, here we go. Ubuntu Game Pack.
Which, if you watch the latest LGR video, he actually ran Ubuntu Game Pack for a whole 3 seconds.
Is that an actual distribution though?
Yes.
Okay, that's 1.
Wait, it's not a pack you install on Ubuntu.
Except for Play on Linux, all the other ones are distros. So they got at least that, 4 out of 5 type of situation going. But they said that none of those would make your PC like a game's console.
But Pedro, all of those are the equivalent of like installing like RetroArch or something, man. They're for like a single purpose gameplay.
Lacka. Lacka is just an entire operating system built around RetroArch.
Sounds like you're not a pro Linux gamer, Pedro.
Yeah,
you gotta listen to these 3 experts.
Real Linux gamers, all they do is Linux game on their Linux.
I put Play on Linux on my live CD, and I booted it with the herd kernel, and everything works.
That's your problem. You just got to install 7 Linux.
Oh, it's a herd distribution. Okay.
Really, one thing I really got to think about outside of like a poorly done and not the correct timeline April Fool's joke, is this like willful misinformation, or am I overthinking this?
I think someone had a quota and they just shut this out.
It's like, oh yeah, Linux is popular. Let's just shit out an article. It's like, there, done.
Yeah. Pay me my commission, please. Thank you.
But like the Linux gaming is like that's like an odd topic to just randomly fucking.
Well, I mean,
is
listen,
it? If Linus Tech Tips is talking about Linux gaming, is it?
Pedro, we learned from last week that there are no Linux gaming podcasts or websites or media out there.
Oh, no.
You got to take the information where you can get it, dude.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
LGC
now that I've blown my load, coming up next, we're going to blow up some robots. Throwing chairs at Battletech.
Now with more inspiration.
Expirmation.
See, that's a plate full of inspiration right there.
You got a little bit of inspiration on your cheek there. You gotta wipe that off.
I do like a good salted inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to help us inspirmate, head over to vote.linuxgamecast.com.
If you want to insperm us.
Zombie Waifu taking in first place. Taking the drugs. Dank with train tracks. Fair enough. Necrophilia. Not too long.
I'll give that one a vote. Why not?
Kool-Aid nipples.
There's inspiration.
Play on Linux OS.
The emulsion engine. I'll give that a vote. Too sugar. Linux Gamecast. Too sugary to be bread.
That's a cut, man. They're like, seriously. We're gonna have to classify it as cake.
It's a cookie.
From fucking Ireland too, son. You're getting help.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
That's
That's the
ham.
thing. Bread in Portugal doesn't have any sugar unless you buy like the supermarket packaged stuff.
I mean, I guess it could be ham.
That's some dark ham.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what
Actually,
Canadian
cooked
ham looks
ham
like.
instead of just smoked. Yeah, could be.
It could be smoked ham, yeah.
Anywho,
I'm
I
still
need beer.
I'm still mad at Empty because like Jellybean brought us a fuck ton of beef jerky and Empty ate it all.
Did you leave
was
him alone with it?
I left it in the fridge, so he woke up before me and he got to it.
You got your $100 and the jerky.
Yeah. It was good too.
I have to download BattleTech.
I need to
Download.
download more jerky.
Save. Download 2 gigs. Okay. Look. Oh, it's a fucking cat. Oh, it's boiled ham.
Boiled ham.
Boil some meat. Corned beef. What the fuck is corned beef exactly?
I think it's fermented to some extent.
Really?
Salt cured. Oh, it's salt cured. Okay. It comes from the term the corns of salt, I guess. That's what Wikipedia says, anyways.
Cured in salt, corns of salt.
Yep.
The Corns of Salt sounds like a new series on ABC Family.
Maybe. Starring Jonathan Davis.
And Corn. the
Yeah,
band.
corn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Powers activate.
Something takes a part of me. Da dum da ima da dum da ima.
Oh man, canned corn. What's next? Canned beer? Canned corned beef? And I don't
Fuck,
care?
now I'm just hungry for pastrami.
Pastrami.
It's corned beef.
Oh. I was going to pretend I knew that. What did I see? What do we have in, cool downloads folder of hilarity?
Ye oldie downloads.
There we go. A delightful dish for you all. An Italian car, naturally.
Fuck, now I'm hungry. I want to eat that steering wheel. God damn it. I don't know, they taste the same to me. Pastrami versus corned beef. Oh, different cuts. Okay.
Oh. What do you think the under of would Pedro try it?
A steering wheel made of pepperoni or corned
Yeah,
beef?
wheel salami. Car salami.
I'll say 7.
All right, that's I'm gonna say perfect 10.
There's meat content. Of course I'd try it.
All right. so like if you just get in somebody's car and it's like, yeah, it's salami. You want to try it? Take a little bite. don't set off the salami bag, but you can take a little nibble out of it.
What if you like went into a car and it was just upholstered with like pepperoni or like cold cuts?
I'd have to ask. It's like, how long have you had that?
6 years.
Ooh.
Have you ever found a pepperoni behind the oven?
No.
This is the entire lining of the car. Nice and crusty.
Yeah. It's leather, right? It's beef.
Interesting smells and textures. Oh no, that's not shag carpeting, baby.
Strider, they didn't talk about Lutris OS, but they did mention Lutris a couple of times for Sparky Linux and Ubuntu Game Pack.
Were you reading this?
On that Best Linux Gaming article.
Yeah.
Oh, did he write that? What?
Yeah, they mentioned Lutris a couple of times in there.
Oh.
I like it. Play on Linux. Number 2.
Fuck, now I want black garlic. God damn it.
What's like the even? Yeah, what's like the even? Famous quote. Oh man, Ben.
What is like the even?
What's like the even? That's going next to my pelvis shirt. What do you even like feed into Google to get that as a result? Like, were they using Bing?
For what?
Probably.
Black garlic?
Like researching this article?
Oh. Duck,
Let
duck,
me
go.
see. Duck, go. And we search for Linux gaming distro. Well, their result is the second one that comes up, so...
Are you on Bing?
duck, go.
They've mined Bing for their results.
There's a
pronounced-
bunch of lists.
Nemo, you spelled svung wrong.
Let's see. It's Foss has a list. The first one is SteamOS. Okay. And then it's Batacera, which is just another GUI on top of RetroArch, much like RetroPie. And Laka. Linux console, game drift. Okay, so this is not where they sourced that.
Batosa? Sounds like a fucking character in an anime.
Batosa.
Batosa.
Not Batosai, Batacera.
See, I'm correct. Yeah.
I didn't know Bato's last name was Sarah.
Batosa.
You mean her name?
Bato?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around, man. I was like, damn, you're giving that a lot of thought.
It took me a second, because, like...
It's a fucking anime character, whatever. All right. Dude, I could fucking play Batu.
Oh, man, could you imagine, like, Bato played by Michael Cera? That's what I'm thinking of now.
Scott Pilgrim is Bato.
I will always see him as George Michael Bluth.
You know what? I mean, I didn't really enjoy the gets with what's her name?
ScarJo?
Yeah.
There was
Flojo.
one good scene in there, and that's where fucking Aramaki like takes out those guys.
Well, yeah, we like that. I didn't like it so much as a movie. I could appreciate it for a damn near like establishing shot remake of the anime realized on screen. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Like the
What
old
really-
VHS anime. Yeah.
What really bugged me was like the plot itself was like a weird mashup of like the first Ghost in the Shell movie with a little bit of that
Yes.
season 2 standalone
Yeah.
complex.
Yeah.
That like it didn't work. I still gotta watch the new one. I haven't had time to sit down.
I refuse to watch that abomination.
It
Whatever.
wasn't terrible.
You can be a whiny baby about it all you want.
There
Like,
have been much better
I
Ghost
really
in the
liked
Shell adaptations, but it
I
wasn't
liked
terrible.
Arise. Arise was fun. The 3 movies they did,
Oh,
like the
I love anime. I should say I like anime. When you say you love anime, people start giving you like recommendations and shit. And I'm like,
Ven Senpai!
right.
You should...
I'm like, you're confusing. I like something with like, it's part of my identity and my thing. I'm like, nah, man, I'll watch a fucking anime, but
I mean, like, I don't watch stuff because it's anime. Usually, someone will come to me and say like, "Hey, this is good because it deals with this shit, and you like this stuff." Like I really liked Bakano. I really enjoyed that because it's basically Godfather, Highlander, Rashomon.
all right, let's do this.
Rashomon.
What did you name it, Pedro?
Game.m4v. Unless I dyslexied it.
Game.
Game. I don't know. Let me see. My drive is game.m4v.
Add files, M4V. Hey! Is it moving though?
And
All right.
contrary to last week, I instead of having like an intro bit that was just boring, I decided to cut the intro to the mission that was boring. And then I only remembered, oh right, I should be recording this. So it starts in the middle of the action.
Whatever. I don't think people
1.9
are, like,
gigs of it. Damn.
I don't think people are like narking on us for like continuity of shots.
Dude, you know somebody's at home fucking... You know somebody's got a spreadsheet out. They got Excel open right now filling in fucking
Oh, hello,
cells.
Atomic. How you doing?
Yeah, don't. How dare you call out the atomic ass like that?
It's just fucking dead, son. What you can do about it?
I don't gotta do anything. You gotta deal with them. No, Nemo. We go on a week by week basis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we can catch stuff if it like comes out, right?
Sure, I'll roll with it if you stick with it.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Cool. All right. Hey, let's do this thing. ASCII penis in 3, 2.
Secret. I got a secret. It's the Chairquisition. This week we're throwing chairs at Battletech, developed by Hairbrain Schemes on the Unity engine. You can pick it up for about $40 US, but if you were lucky like last week, you could pick it up for like $5 and not pay full price for it. What is it? Take command of your own mercenary outfit of mechs and mech warriors that pilot them, struggling to stay afloat as you find yourself drawn into a brutal interstellar civil war. Like I said, we grabbed this game when it was on sale for like $6. So
right.
no mandatory disclosure this week. Once again, Pedro, home folder aside, has scored the highest for this game.
This is really the whole thing. We've given him a mechanic to go first, and he's just going to take it every week. He doesn't care. He's going to power his way through it.
Absolutely.
I'm just attributing the chairs that I feel the game is worth. And this particular, well, that's a bit of a spoiler there if you're watching the video.
You know, that's what you did last week, just so you could go first.
Over
that
here
chug.
on
That chug.
KD Neon with the Ryzen 7 3700X, and if you're watching the video version, you just saw the chug with the GTX 1080 at 2560 by 1440.
640 by 480.
It holds some magnificent doubly cinematic 48 FERPs. Admittedly, everything was cranked, so there's that. But yeah, no, it launched out of the box, and you do the mouse clicking, and things happen, so that's a pretty hard control scheme to fuck up. Although we have seen games do that, but yeah. The NPC voices, whenever you tell to, okay, just take your mech and put it over there, it's like, going, Commander. Shut up. Just go. They start to grate after a while. And for what it is, the graphics, yeah, they're fine. And the one thing I suppose I should mention about the graphics is that if you tell a mech to go past another mech, they just clip into each other like they don't exist. That was a bit...
Well, yeah, because mechs aren't real, Pedro.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, no, it was a bit jarring to see because... Why? But yeah, for the fun though, the low FERPs don't really bother me because this is turn-based, and I like turn-based games, so for this particular instance, 48 FERPs is, I guess, fine. And it's made by Harebrained, the developers of the Shadowrun video games. So the gameplay is immediately familiar to anyone who has played one of these games, or even like XCOM Enemy Unknown. It's the exact same type of situation. But much like the Shadowrun games, the story is a lot more fleshed out than it was in XCOM. Even, they do railroad you a little bit down a specific path, at least for the first couple of hours. There's very little deviation, if any at all. But yeah, the story is very much there, and it is a big component of why you're doing that. And as I've mentioned in the past, I like the mechanics in my video games, and if an enemy can shoot you from halfway across the map because somehow they got a sensor lock on you and now those turrets are going to cream your ass, yeah, I'm going to feel a bit cheated. But that's not even what bothers me the most. You know what bothers me the most? The stupid My Games folder it creates in my home
Here we
folder.
go.
So 2 chairs. It would have gotten 3 if it weren't for that, but it gets 2.
All right.
You know what? You know what, Pedro? We need to contact them and see if they'll make it available as a snap.
Not playing that either.
We need to run a Docker inside Docker. We got.
I guess I'll be the bitter, dry middle this week.
All right. Do it.
Check it out, man. I tried to make this thing run on a Threadripper 1920X with 32 gigajoules RAM, NVMe drives, and a Turing NVIDIA 2060 No Cape Edition. My adventure started thus. Step 1. Click play. It's 2020. Watch it eat shit trying to launch. Step 2. Launch Steam from the console. Grab that error, fam. Step 3 was Googling that error and to find out that Beta 162, just that one out of like the 6 available betas, works. Barring that, you can delete libc SO.6 in the Battletech _data plugins x86 _64 folder because it's fucking there. And if you delete it, lo and behold, the regular game works. That ended up being the solution on Debian 10.5. Now, unfortunately, none of these shenanigans prevents the game from running like rewarmed ass. It genuinely struggles to hit 60 at 1080 on high or medium, makes no difference. It's old school Unity. Often taking dives into the 30s. I was just like shocked. I have not seen something run like such poo in quite a while. But hey, when it comes to the fun, I don't necessarily like turn-based nonsense, but when you're going to mix in giant murder mechs into this equation, I might be able to overlook some things, man. I just might. Was it the case with this? Well, let's talk about first things first. How did you manage to make something so fugly perform so bad? This just like genuinely bothers me, man. And like, you think Serious M3 was brown on brown action? This has got you beat, man. Also, RIP, my colorblind brothers and sisters. You're fucked. You're not playing this at all, man. Now, right out of the gate, I had, not joking, the first battle was the XCOM meme moment with everything landing on the target, and I got a -1 of 8. Like, motherfucker, fuck you. Seriously. The UI, movement, attack systems, they're right simple. That's going to just disappoint some of you because I was able to sit there and go, I got this figured out. This is brain dead. That's great, You move your units between baddies, and that's pretty much it. And speaking of moving your units, giggity, that's a chore. That's more boring than the combat, man. Speaking of that combat, it's slow-paced and also slow-moving because I still feel the need to remind you that this game eats 1080s for brunch. It does. I can't get over it. Multiplayer, reading through the forums, is apparently a dumpster fire, too. So you have that to look forward to. I finished the tutorial. It's about 65 minutes in, and you know what? I'm good. It's a bog standard turn-based tactics. It's got mechs. It's kind of a gimmick, man. I'm going to say don't listen to anything I just said because I don't like turn-based strategy or turn-based tactics. And this didn't do anything to change my mind. And all I'm going to say in closing is like, how about we just get this happen, bring back Hawken, and by the way, you can fuck right off with your $70 worth.
Oh, I liked
of
Hawken.
DLC.
Bring back Hawken.
Yeah. That'd be good. But no, like seriously, just fuck this nonsense, man. No.
Yeah, so on Fedora 32 64-bit with the it's not an i7 anymore, it's the R9 3900X, the GTX 1080 Ti. Yeah, it launches out of the box on Fedora. No issues, no deleting libc, anything like that. It holds a whopping 40 frames a second at UHD. Performance, this is not. Also, them load times, oh boy. It's not quite as bad as the days of mechanical disks, but it's certainly reminiscent of it. The CG characters in like the slideshow cutscenes, because there's not really any sort of cutscenes for dialogue. It's just these static images, interstitials. They're a step above reboot level. I don't know. I would have preferred like some. If you're gonna do that, maybe go like for a hand drawn aesthetic. But I don't know. That's just me. The gameplay itself looks fine. Everything, at least in the first areas, is very brown, and you get some more variety later on. But yeah, fun. I don't know. Like I should like this game. On paper, this ticks a lot of my boxes. Turn-based strategy, check. It's an RPG, check. It's got giant robots, check. I've sunk dozens of hours into the Breach, and it provides pretty much a similar thing on paper. But like for whatever reason, this game doesn't really do it for me. So it's funny Pedro brought up Shadowrun, because this reminds me of playing the tabletop version of Shadowrun. There's a lot of fiddliness. The systems are pretty simple, but then you just get bogged down in the minutia. You can see like the bottom corner that my face is kind of covering if you're watching the video version. You have all of these attacks that you can use. Some of them are of various range. It's not consistent. You don't really get a chance to look at them until a lot later to figure out what the fuck they do, until it's far too late, or maybe you've positioned yourself and realized, oh, I'm standing right above this guy, but apparently I can't shoot him with my fucking laser. But yeah, the level of fidelity may be nice if like this were like a single player mech warrior game where like you're in the cockpit, but this is not. This is about controlling a squad of 4 mech warriors. And I don't know. It's not very micromanagey, but it feels very micromanagey. Venn hit on it pretty well with like the overland travel. There's a large overland travel component where you're going from one side of the map to the other, and it is slow as fuck.
Are you just trying to say you're just not into macrophilia?
Macrophilia? Like, so they have an option where you can actually shut off all like the interstitial cinematics during the gameplay, and even then it takes forever to get from point A to point B. The tactics here is really just about health management, and not so much about positioning, because the fights just take forever. You're just whittling shit down, and they're whittling you down, and then you get a bad roll and you die, and that's these types of games. But I don't know. With XCOM, when you make a mistake, then you're fucked. The game is over very, very quickly. Here, you make that mistake, and you're living with it. You know that you lost the fight, but for the next 10 rounds or whatever, you're just waiting for these guys to whittle through your seemingly infinite health bars. I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of stuff missing, or maybe there's too much. I'm not sure. It just feels very, very clunky, like a giant robot, which is maybe thematically appropriate. I don't know. I tried it. So I tried this twice. I tried this during a free weekend a couple months ago, and I couldn't really get into it. And I tried it again here. I guess it's just not my cup of giant robot. I'm going to give it 1 share.
Well, I tried. I mean, I did feel like it had a lot of story at the beginning. I'm like, this is a bit of a slog. Some of his voice. Then I played that game I played yesterday on Friday, and I'm like, compared to this game, you can actually play this game in the first 30 minutes. But yeah, I just couldn't get into it. It is just painfully slow, and it's good to know that it's painfully slow even for turn-based tactics.
It is, and it will start to grate, like the NPC saying "moving," and the little stupid, completely pointless cutscenes that zoom in on your mech, clipping through another mech. That doesn't look good. Why are you putting the emphasis on something that looks god awful?
And even short levels, they like take you an hour to finish just because of how slow everything moves. Like, I think if they compressed the time frame, they simplified the combat a little bit, gave you a little bit more, made you pick a weapon that you use, and maybe give you like the ability to have multiple actions in a turn. That might be a little better, but like the standard sort of D&D style combat that this game uses, I don't think does it any favors.
Well, the things I'll say in closing is I'm impressed because this game runs worse than Curse of the Raven's Cry.
I'd say it runs about the same as Curse of the Raven's Cry.
I wouldn't. And on top of that, I like my mechs like I like my zombies, man. Fast.
Ha ha ha, Mecco Burr coming up
really.
next.
Mecco.
I don't got anything for the hate mail segment. We're doing hate mail next.
Oh, that'll do it.
Ooh.
Something obsession.
Listen, man, you shut up. I like bat metal. Like, let's skip the. Let's just get a bat metal live action movie. I don't know, man. Like, I get kind of where you're going with the. Yeah, it's a slow back moving. You're supposed to be slow, but like if they were really that slow, they'd be fuck all useless as the.
Yeah, I mean the whole giant robot thing, like when you examine it, it's a cool fictional idea with like very, very poor practical applications. But like that's what fiction is for, right? It lets us take the unreasonable and make it the center stage.
Well, like right in the tutorial, they're like, "Oh yeah, we got giant death rating spaceships." I'm like, "Why are we fucking around with mechs?"
Like
BattleTech as a concept, when it was first introduced, it's kind of what spawned Mech Warrior.
Yeah.
Well,
you
like
see, that game was
what Lancer does is kind of interesting when the way it frames its mech combat. In that, like, yeah, like, all like the ground fighting is done with mechs, but if they really want to fuck someone up, there's an organization that launched relativistic like kinetic energy weapons that will hit the target in like 300 years and just completely wipe them out. And they're like, well, yeah, like if we're at a level of technology where we can do this, right? We have mech combat because it's cool. It's evocative.
Yeah, it's giant robots.
If
It's
you're going
pretty
to
cool.
build mechs, you Skynet that shit. They get tinkrets.
Or make them like spidery things. Like
That's too much shit to go to tinkrets.
bipeds are not the way to go.
Tread teds.
What do you call it? Mobile Suit Gundam's excuse is that
It'd be more like
with
rollable soup.
with arms and legs, it's easier to maneuver in space.
Yes,
You don't
in
necessarily
space.
need thrust.
Well, with arms and legs, you could maneuver a fucking cube if the Borgs taught us anything.
Yes. Fucking Picard, man. They really cock-teased us with that, like, oh, she's actually gonna... No, that was a waste. Okay. Way to, like, build something up and then immediately deflate all the tension. The one bit when they're when they're trying to escape the Borg cube and Seven does her thing. Yeah, like, that would have been so cool. And then there's just, like, 30 seconds later, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, why would that stop them? They're Borg!
Space reasons, man.
They all got plot armor plus 20 on that one.
Picard couldn't figure out what it wanted to be, man, because they realized that it had to be enough like elderly fan service to keep that crowd going because they were pissed off about Discovery.
Mm. But like, I don't know. I would have preferred like a low key story about Picard, right? Like,
But they could have done like the whole thing about like Picard fucking around on his vineyard, man. Maybe going on like a detective mission or two in Space France.
right?
Or
I
have
want
the
more.
Borg infiltrate somewhere
want-
on Earth.
They did nothing with the two most interesting characters in that entire fucking show, the two Romulan butlers.
Well, they tried to. They gave him that little scene towards. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
We
those
don't do
were-
that anymore. Like, come on.
I want these guys, man. They're so
Right.
cool.
That tells you that you might have fucked up the writing when you have Jean-Luc Picard in the fucking scene and not focused on him.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
I like some of the stuff they did with like the elderly Picard. No one takes him seriously and whatnot. Like, there's good stuff in there, but like, as holistically, it's not great.
It didn't come together. Shut up. How dare you question? I know somebody who's...
It's got Picard in it. It's automatically better than Discovery. I've seen that argument.
I don't know, man. Discovery is like, fuck it, we're doing our own thing. Canon. What?
No, so Discovery is just straight up lifting the plot from Andromeda right now. That's what the season 3 is like. The Federation fell. We have to rebuild the Federation. Just like in Andromeda, the Empire fell. And
But you see, unlike that, more than 4 people have seen Discovery. I will not raise my hand and say I've ever seen Andromeda. I don't really necessarily know what it is. Was that the one with Hercules in it?
That was the one with Hercules in it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't raise my hand. I know that actually happened,
Yeah.
but
Dude,
that's the
there's like
extent of it.
There's a bunch of Stargate people in there too. It's so weird when like Teal'c shows up. And Daniel Jackson plays another like sexy AI. I'm like,
Of course, he always shows up. Like, oh, it's like sexy Daniel Jackson AI again.
Andromeda was okay. It was very much a product of like generic, written in the 80s, produced in the 2000s sci-fi.
I just my like classification in my brain mates for Andromeda was, oh look, that's not Farscape.
Yeah.
Let's reboot Farscape. Let's piss off the internet. I could have me some of that.
Dude, if they like did it
I wouldn't
proper and they
mind
like if they did like if they brought in like the Henson Creature Workshop
Nope,
and
it's all going to be CGI. You love it so much. It'll be fine. Won't affect a thing.
it might. I'd be willing to give it a shot, but I think part of the appeal of Farscape was the practical effects.
That's a story. You get over it.
Maybe. I wouldn't completely write it off. Or
Dargo,
go so
tell
far.
him whose daddy is.
Yeah, that's fine. You can be wrong.
Yeah. You can be a whiny baby too. It's fine.
Old woman Claudia Black. Well, Claudia was.
Dude,
shit.
I would still
40.
do old lady Claudia Black. She's sexy.
I don't think you'd fit in the outfit. I mean,
with enough Kentucky jelly, I believe.
what was what's her name? The little blue one.
Gigi Edgley.
Yeah. What's she
Yeah.
doing?
We were talking about
Yeah,
this.
we
She's
were.
still-
Yeah.
She's still in stuff, apparently. Like, I think she does like a lot of Australian productions, though.
Okay. Because I mean, we get a continuation of Farscape. We got Farscape SG-1.
Yeah.
She was in the movie Hashtag. Well, short. Hashtag.
Man, I wish they would do something with Stargate. Like, they've just been sitting on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hollywood's full of original ideas lately, so. Hollywood's not doing anything. I guarantee you, like, the one movie I want to see is Wonder Woman, and that's not coming out this year.
No.
Nope. That should have been out so long ago, it would already be available on DVD.
What is duved? Do you have duved?
I don't know.
Do you have uspt? Duved.
Goofed.
Do you have ibim puk?
You know, it's coming from Mir, though, so that might be too new for his collection of useless old shit. Let's be honest. All right, let's get a drink. We got one little piece of...
Itty bitty 8 mil?
No, I gotta look up the web zone on Steam for that. Talk about somebody who can't fucking read.
I'm talking about someone who can copy paste a form.
Yes.
Yes, say that.
Oh no! Oh no!
This had some craft to it. There was reading. There's negotiation.
Oh boy.
To be fair, you know, their previous game did have a Linux version.
What was their previous game?
Pigeon War, Pigeon Fight, something like that.
Pigeon Genocide Simulator.
Let me look it up.
Kentucky Pigeon Route. Pigeon.
Hatchful
Zero.
Boyfriends.
No.
Onion Milk Studios. They
Pigeons
do an air-
Attack.
That sounds like something we thought we were going to look at some point, right?
Apparently, they also have a game called Pard West out for Linux.
Okay. All right, let me get some drink. Then we'll do this.
Le Grand Hist. What's so weird about watching The Boys, though, is, like, I recognize half these places that they're at. Like, I can see where, like, the building is CGI, and it's like, wait a second, I fucking used to work there. God damn it. I know where this place is, because I used to fucking go past it all the time.
No, sorry, it's Pigeon Fight, not Pigeon Attack. My bad.
Also, all the scenes where they're on a bus or a subway is the TTC. It's so weird. Compared to like Soma, in which part of it takes place in Toronto, and it looks nothing. like they got the station order right, but like the train cars don't look anything like that.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. It's like, oh yeah, the skyline looks sort of like Toronto, but no, the train looks nothing.
Radeon fight! 2 Radeons enter, 1 NVIDIA leaves.
Oh, remember when Rasha Kaduri went up on stage and said that 2 RX 480s in Crossfire would
I can't forget
outperform a GTX
because
1080?
I can't because you bring it up literally every fucking time.
Yes, and I will keep doing it. I like how Intel poached, you know, that
I mean,
person.
whatever gets your dick hard, man. I'm not gonna stop you.
It's like, oh yeah, we brought him in to work on the new dedicated GPUs, what we're working on. Oh, so they will be massive heat generators that don't perform all that well? Gotcha.
Mir, someone thought that he was Vince Clortho, the Keymaster, and was trying to save us from a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They're like, you're gonna shrink these kids for the last time, Rick!
Radeon fight! Radeon Roy. I still have that account.
Roydeon.
Oh, Radeon. Remember, who was AMD's hype guy?
Roy.
Roy
Yeah,
Phillips.
it was Roy. Yeah, Roy.
Yeah, AMD Roy. That little fucking troll. Remember that?
You like to shit on Linux. Oh, Taylor, not Phillips. Yeah. Who was Roy Phillips?
Captain Phillips?
Oh, it's a Fallout 3 character. All right, my bad.
Well, Radiant Roy on Twitter is like, hey, Sandy, send me a picture of you shirtless. All right, man.
With sunglasses.
Boom. I didn't even get out of the room. Shit, this is a long episode, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Steam segment.
I just looked at the timer, man. We're at an hour and 26. Yeah.
We will have a 2-hour episode at some point.
This episode of LGC Weekly has been edited for content. Credits.
Linux Gamecast, The Long Night. Much like
And
the actual
back
Long
to
Night
another
event.
credits.
No. No. It's HDR, so it's too dark. You can't see us. Just black screen.
Rick Moranis is back, baby. All right.
Yeah, someone attacked him in New York randomly.
He was in a commercial. With
No, sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again, sir.
What was it? Him and Deadpool were in a commercial.
Right. Yeah. It had nothing to do with Canada, though, which was weird.
Huh? I didn't know that was a requirement.
I don't know. You can bring in 2 Canadian actors. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, last segment of the night. 11:01, man. In 3, 2.
Well, chances are you probably have some hate mail to send us at this point. I think it was a long enough show that you probably found something that pissed
We
you off.
earned
So,
Or maybe
Go
you fell
ahead.
asleep while typing that hate mail.
I wouldn't blame you if you did. But
I
yeah,
look
if
forward
you,
to all the bodies of like E or U.
Yeah, just face
Right,
smash.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
But,
just
yeah.
smash your face into the keyboard, it's always like, oh, Edward first met Bella or some shit like that.
You can send us your face smash.
Smend us.
Yes.
Smang it.
Girl, let me
Send
smang it.
us your face smash messages.
Smash that face button,
by going
fam.
over to linuxgamecast.com.
How you like your feedback?
Fried or fertilized.
Smend. But no, linuxgamecast.com, you hit the contact button. Just make sure you pick LGC Weekly. It's usually the default, but...
So, Jordan, what if I add a smang it option for the drop down?
I think
Smang
you'd
it
add,
away.
I think you should add a smang it option to the drop down.
That's probably gonna be there tomorrow.
That can
after-
be automatically redirected to me. I probably earned that at this point.
I'll direct it right at your work email.
Do you know my work email?
I do.
Probably do.
It's not hard to guess.
No.
And this is where you insert and post the giant beep as we're doxing Pedro.
I didn't. No one said it. This is where I'm going to insert like the rolling marquee with his address.
Right.
But yeah, no, if you are a game developer and you'd like us to have a look at your game like someone did this week, make
Okay.
sure you read the thing at the top there. That's kind of, a thing. If we can't, all 3 of us play it, we're not gonna talk about your game. We're just gonna make fun of you.
No, we'd never do that.
All right. Well,
So this motherfucker,
David Gamer.
Game Row 3, not to be confused with.
Oh, he has the
Unaccounted
word gamer in the name. All right.
That's,
Okay.
how, that's how you know.
Or-
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. if you
Or
want
is it David Gamero, like Gamera?
It's literally a fucking 3, so he can go fuck himself. That is as challenged as Pedro's 4. Okay, that's all I'll say about that. He writes, "Hello, Linux Gamecast. It's David here. Oh, David, long time. I don't know a fucking clue who you are. I'm writing to you because today's the premiere. This might have been earlier this week. I was digging around for some email. Our partner's game, Dunrog, I really like content on your channel. All right, right on. And I can see that you're doing great. Damn right we are. He's very impressed with the way we run our channel. Happy face. Now, getting back to my proposition, as I said, today is the premiere of our game, Done Wrong. And
So it was the partner's game and now it's their game?
Hey man, listen, at the bottom, Pedro, I will provide a link to the game. I would like to offer you an activation code for the game on Steam so that you can play it and, give an honest review on your channel, Steam or social media. It's up to you.
To me?
To you.
Me?
To me!
So naturally, I had to pop over to Steam and, I had to go check this out. I want to see what it's up to. Oh, that game, it came out on October 1st. It's a Windows game.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you sent this to athleticsgamecast.com, man. Fucking hell. It's been a minute since somebody has powered through. But more importantly, not only did you send it to athleticsgamecast.com, you demonstrated your inability to comprehend. We just need 3 copies. And no, motherfucker, you didn't even include a copy of the game. You sent an email.
Reply.
Oh shit! Now, girlfriend, you got to call me back and what?
The only thing that I can see here is that Onion Milk, the developers of Done Wrong, their previous game, Pigeon Fight, was out on Linux. Maybe it was a
allow me to retort. Fucking and.
It could have been a bit of a baggage cock up. I don't know.
I think that I don't know. I thought this was just a form email. Then you apparently have other theories.
No, because this is then the dude I forget the last little bit because he was like, doesn't this sound like a really great idea, guys? This wasn't copy pasta form. I read too much of this shit for it.
The space between Linux Gamecast and the exclamation mark does suggest that maybe this was copy paste.
You're getting what? Yeah, in all fucking caps. You're not getting the right full size happy faces and shit. But I don't know. Maybe it was copy and pasted, Pedro, and our spam golem didn't eat it alive like it would anything, because you clearly have not tried to hit Control-V in our fucking form and watch it nuke that shit straight out of there, because that's what it does. But maybe it wasn't copy and pasted, kids.
Maybe he just typed it out manually. There's a sticky note with the actual message, and he's just
I don't know. We've already established the motherfucker can't read, or somebody on the team.
He's got the word gamer in the name. Come on.
He's also got the number 3, so he's your kin.
Gamers rise up, man. Gameros. Man, I love eating Gameros for breakfast.
To put a bow on this, ladies and gentlemen, fucking and. On that bombshell, let's cue the music. You can always find us around 8:30 Eastern Standard Moon Time. That's where we're rocking, we're rolling, and we're fucking and anding, man. It's kind of a thing. It's kind of brilliant. If you're a patron, come hop in Discord an hour earlier. Check out our pre super shows and our production meeting where we have sexy time with you and ourselves. If you want to get in touch with me, just at Vinstone on Twitter or at Vin at mast.linuxgamecast.com, because that's the thing we have.
I'm Jordan Swung. Along with a heaping bowl of Gameros, I'm part of a complete breakfast. You can find more of my nutritional facts at The Burning Fool on Twitter.
And here I thought Gamorous was that Arch, not Arch, Linux distribution that's trying to replace SteamOS.
No, it was that character on the Godzilla movie that couldn't read.
Yeah. I mean, he's a turtle. Turtles can't read.
You might not know it. Godzilla, perfectly literate, bilingual.
Yeah, no, Gojira is... let's not go there. I am Peter Mateus. If you would like to go there, hit me up on Twitter. That's @unaccounted4. That's that whole thing that's been going on. So yeah,
Not
let me
not
know.
unaccounted 3 though.
No,
Unaccounted 3 will take you to this guy, David Gamer 03.
he's everywhere, man. We're gonna roll some credits and thank the beautiful people who make this shit possible. Maybe. Do I have credits on
There's a
here?
lot of them. To be
Yeah.
fair.
I don't know. You've been switching to it quite a bit.
It's been a dance, man.
All right. Well, we got to thank our lovely, lovely executive producers, the people who are giving us the most cashola.
CDXXIV, baby.
Yeah, the Philips CDI CDXXIV. We got to thank our Theron and Empty, Atomic Ass Mike G, Bob Ramt, Aldius Haplo Matik, Scott, Frostclaw.
Haplo.
Yeah, I said Haplo already. I got the order wrong.
You said I flew already.
You
I was
look at your
wondering, where
psychic
did you
ass,
get
man.
that?
Yeah.
It's almost like I've been saying this for a couple weeks now, and I might have memorized parts of the list,
Couple
but not
weeks.
all of it.
Man, you got some
Gotta say-
time compression going on. Colin, Ryan, Lutris, Evandro, Michael,
Thomas,
Thomas,
Gonzo
Renee,
2000,
Martin,
Oh,
Jill and
Linux
Steve,
Noob,
Other
fucking
Steve,
Craig,
Dealer
man.
Jordan,
Simcha,
Michelle.
Dodger,
Christoph,
OX40, comma,
Broadcasting,
TechMad,
Craig.
and our newest, Vigilant Viking.
Veritanuda,
Yeah.
Gonzo 2000,
Oh,
Iris 121, Captain Zero, Nemo, and the Vigilant Viking.
We found Nemo, you guys.
Okay.
Silence.
Music's original alternative. Roots grunge.
I don't know. I like Star Trek 3's original title, Finding Nimoy.
No, that was called salary negotiation. Like, what's his name? Agent Smith. He's like, oh, I couldn't possibly be in the Matrix 4. Which is code for, like, how much are you going to pay me?
You got to send me 2 briefcases full of cash.
He dropped the same thing, like like, oh, will you be returning to Amazon's Middle Earth? And he was like, I think I'm done playing that character. It's like, they haven't backed up the dump truck full of money yet, so no.
Elrond of Rivendell.
Honestly, I don't think Hugo Weaving really needs the money. We don't hear too many stories about like Hugo Weaving ragers.
It's because he pays people off.
That's because he doesn't leave any witnesses.
Zombie waifu.
The zombie waifu was taken off.
Dex with train tracks. Dex Tracy. Macrophilia. Fucking and. Full contact CSGO. CSGO fuck yourself. Very apt Powertrain. Alright. Camaros for breakfast? I mean, I guess. Boop.
Yeah, no, I'm totally okay with zombie waifu. Also, I changed the servers I used to play on Soapbox Race World.
What? Soapbox?
Yeah.
What's that?
Need for Speed World Community Revival Project.
So you changed the servers. Why?
Because the
They were about to boot your
jackass
cheating ass out?
No, the jackass in charge of the other one decided, you know what, I'm going to introduce the blue shell. Oh, are you now? Goodbye.
Were you the only one? Everybody else is driving around like blue shells. Like, it's so cool. It's awesome.
There's a lot of people still in there. It's still the server with the most people, but then again, it had like 1,000 people concurrent at like peak times. So, yeah. Even if it dropped a few, probably wouldn't notice. But I went to the other server that has the most people. Night Riders, I think it's called. And Those guys have an amazing website that actually ties into like the server database, and
do they have a
you get to
cheeseburger?
see. If they have, I haven't seen it yet, but it's probably delicious. But no, like the website lets you see like the races you've done, times, how exactly you stack up on the leaderboards. It lets you change cars because you can have per account, you can have like 3 different driver profiles. So you can change cars in between them, and you can transfer money to other players. You can do all of that stuff that the other server didn't let you. It's like, oh, I've been playing in the wrong server this whole time. My bad. The blue shell in Mario Kart that targets the person who is in first place and basically disables them. It does.
Yeah, it's like the missile from speedrunners.
Yeah.
Except for whatever.
Yeah, it's the blue. I've never played. Well, I played Mario Kart on the SNES, but outside of that, man, I don't think that had a blue shell, did it?
I think it did. Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it's been a thing in the Mario Karts. It always goes for the first place person.
We're gonna kick over to the after shows.
And they decided to call it the
Blue shell.
EMP. Well, no, it's EMP. I think blue shell was too much on the nose.
It was the turquoise shell.
They should have made it a Yugo.
Yugo?
Or like Yugo, the car from Yugoslavia that they made like 2 years.
The actual Yugo. Okay.
Yeah, like the mirrors, like the side mirrors were falling off of them, like in the boat, like the lot.
No, the actual country of Yugoslavia. Just like fire it at the first
Even
person.
better, they could have made it a Dacia Sandero. And so he's like, good news.
Basically, what it does is it would nuke the car's acceleration stat, so that you couldn't accelerate any more than you were currently doing, and it would make steering much harder because it would disable power steering, supposedly. And I straight up told him, it's like, no, this isn't Mario Kart. We don't need a fucking blue shell. And a lot of people kind of backed me up on that. And it's like, no, we're going to do it. All right, see ya.
See, they should have did it the correct way. They should have just introduced it, but if you subbed to the server, you didn't have to deal with. You were immune to it.
I made a donation, a fairly significant one actually. It was like £40. Because I like that game. I want to keep playing it. So yeah.
I'm a paying customer, bitch.
So yeah, no, you pissed me off, so I don't play there anymore. And I made I was going to make a similar donation to the new server, but they were like, no, premium is just €5. Wait, is that a one-time thing, or do I have to pay €5 a month?
What the hell is premium? What does premium do?
Basically, it gives you access to a lot of the like visual stuff that you couldn't get in the original game. Like trails for the cars and sparkly bits.
Cosmetics.
Shit.
Yes. I think is the word you're looking for.
So nipple tassels. Yeah. All right.
Basically, for cars.
My brain heard nipple taxes, and I'm like, but I'm going to get unfairly taxed. I got 3.
Well, listen, man, you can't be a nipple hoarder.
You have too many
you
nipples.
And Steve, Jordan. You and Steve.
Oh, then we need to make our nipples touch.
The Triforce.
You make the
Triforce of power. The Triforce of power.
We can get like 3 sets of the little handcuffs and tie them together. Then push one of them. See if it holds.
Are we pushing?
What's warp?
Steve and Jordan together as close as possible.
Oh, that's the thing that they've added that you're so wound up about. Okay. all the way up to. Why did they make it a fucking orb? They should have made it like, I don't know, a waffle.
That's Crash Team Racing, not Mario Kart.
No.
Same
I'm so
with-
confused.
And that doesn't sound like Need for Speed, so
It's a good thing
I'm
we got a
even more
limiter
confused.
installed, or Mira
Yeah,
would have
that's
blown
a-
everybody's fucking ears out.
oh,
Oh,
That
yeah,
already
I
kind
came
that
in
already
with
kind of
a
blew my
lie.
ears out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mira's
Really?
right
I've
up
already
there on
turned
the
him way
microphone.
down.
Yeah.
shit.
Yep. The one week in
Maximum
microphone's actually
overdrive.
working.
I thought I had that turned down.
And he still hasn't turned it down. That's nice.
No.
Okay, there we go.
Nope.
Hopefully that
Have it?
helps.
Not even
So-
a bit.
No.
I'll
So,
just mute
Alan,
him.
I gotta ask, like, now that you've been living here for a while, how is this universe different from the Mirror universe you're originally from?
He's thinking.
He's trying. Okay, how do I answer this without giving it away?
Yeah.
He's like, shit, they're onto me. Fuck. Get the portal gun.
Better?
That sounds lower. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm using a new mic.
And push to talk.
And push the talk.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
man.
I've got.
Don't make fun of
I've
people
got it
push
active.
talk.
See,
Oh,
I
there's a
caught
rocket.
some of what Scott said too, because he's using.
There was like, yeah, 75% of that sentence came through. Yeah.
I'm not using push to talk though.
You're just being
That
really
was
bad
a
at
joke.
talking.
I said don't talk, but was deliberately tapping.
Much of this will come through.
I like how he's doing
You're
it while
still
he's
doing it.
explaining the joke.
Right.
Yeah. Scott Michaud, comedy master.
Dude, Canadian humor has levels. They just go down.
That is mostly puns, really bad puns.
Puns, puns,
Camp
puns,
Caribou.
puns, puns.
The I really enjoyed Scott doing the like completely mismatched volume levels on like his headset and the one he had on his VR
That
headset.
was glorious.
That was great. So everyone knew like
Yeah.
to mute it when he put his headset on. You're like, whoa, nope, don't want to get. To keep the race interesting. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Smells like pumpkin, but just tastes like apples.
What are you talking about?
No,
The Mirror universe?
No, some
Some
cider.
lying ass cider. Oh,
Oh,
it's
that was
cider?
that.
Yeah, well, it was on clearance. so-
Clearance cider, right.
Hmm.
Oh, that stuff's available from Trader Joe's too. That's
Yeah, I've
pretty
seen
good
that.
stuff.
That's another word.
Yeah, it looks yummy.
Cheap ass
So
shit.
you need to get it from Trader Joe's clearance in order for it to be affordable then.
Yeah.
Or warm piss, if you prefer.
No, it's not piss. It's apple cider. Piss is beer.
It's apple piss, yeah.
Hey, pretty much.
It's fruit
Pretty
flavored.
much.
When you can't choke down the.
Here I am drinking water.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Speaking of water, I need to pee. I'll be right back.
Speaking of water,
I'm drinking lime something. It's got lime in it. Lime flavoring, not real lime.
lime something.
Is it tea then? Yeah.
There is a lemon and a lime in my water.
So I gotta ask though, what asshole did that flavoring come from though? Is it
Well,
like
again,
canary
it's
asshole or
not lime. It's lime flavoring. It's the same thing of like,
It-
yes, watermelon. Motherfucker, if you bit into a watermelon and it tasted remotely like watermelon flavoring, you would try to induce vomiting because you fucked up. Like there was something horribly wrong with this fruit.
I think I just ate a fake watermelon. Yeah, like
Right. You're like, no.
And a Royale with the salt shaker.
What are you drinking, Van? Is it tea or soda or something?
Crystal Light, Joe.
Oh, okay. Your usual.
hot Crystal Light.
Mm-hmm. Nice piping, hot, insulated mug of Crystal Light.
Yeah.
Some dark ale.
I think the only cider. See, I can like
I
sip
know
a
what fucking
cider, like,
cider
and just
is.
a little bit of it with a Hornsby. Has a couple that are palatable. And it's a stretch. Jordan, you like candy shit, so do you like ciders?
Not really, no.
Really?
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I got for like 90% off.
Yeah, you got one hell of a good deal on that goddamn cider. I'm
For you-
fucking jelly.
Your lying ass cider. I don't know, man.
That fucking bitch ass cider.
Promising
Fuck that.
pumpkin
Fuck that
delivering
liquid.
apples.
Fucking Kroger for marking it down so much. Because I know that clearance sticker.
Do you surf all the clearance stores, do you?
No,
Yes.
he keeps a pack of them in his pocket, man. He's like, yeah.
Ah! Sneaks around the shop. That's on clearance. That's on clearance.
What?
Blah, blah.
Angry Orchard?
An angry
Oh.
orchard. Orchard.
Actually, that's what I had tonight. Unfiltered
Orchard?
Angry
That sounds like
Orchard.
an alcoholic Pokemon.
Yeah.
Name that Pokemon. Orchard.
It's
Oh, Amazon. And will you rate your experience with this? I don't know. Will you give me a gift card? Because if the answer is not yes, then I will not, Amazon.
What's great is like in AWS, they're like, "Oh, do you want to use? I want to switch back to the old console." Like, why are you going back to the old console?
Right.
Because the new one is too fucking
Right.
slow.
Oh.
Oh, the YouTube Creator Studio
Unusably.
approach. Okay.
Like,
Now, see, I'm already at the point of like, I'm just going to have to fucking deal with this because they're going to flip that switch. Same thing with YouTube, though. I mean, YouTube, I just like, they got rid of that option. There was no going back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
They
it's
tend to
still
do that,
shit.
don't they?
You want to create like a new thing for? Oh yeah, no, we're going live at this time.
Well,
12
someone's got to
fuck
keep their
mothering
job.
clicks to get to that point.
Well, someone's got to keep their job. Got to make sure they're actually usable.
No, it's completely designed by AI at this point. AI is taking over whatever runs the back
Oh
end
yeah,
of
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I still
Well, the
think
AI
that
is
they're
gonna keep
actively
its job.
trying to do this to discourage people from publishing content to YouTube. They
Oh.
just want to have like the big ones that actually make them money, and everyone else
yeah.
can just fuck off.
well, yeah, that's
You
the
got your
thing. They kind
tinfoil
of
hat there, or what?
no.
Huh.
Well, I mean, like that's the thing. They've engineered a monopoly, and it's really expensive to maintain.
Right.
Well, they took care of it. They retroactively, they lowered the duration required to have like pre-roll, mid-roll, and post-roll ads from like 15 minutes to like 8. And
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
do you a favor, all the videos that you've uploaded that fall into that requirement, they went ahead and put a pre-roll, mid-roll, and post-roll on
Mid-roll
all,
ads,
just
yeah.
save you some time.
Yeah, didn't do it to mine because mine not monetized, so I can't monetize anything.
Well, they can do that if they want to as well. They
Yeah,
straight up
yeah,
did
I
that to
know.
Jim Sterling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you know what? If we want to, we'll put ads on your video. Go fuck yourself. What are you gonna do?
Go to
Yeah, all
Vimeo,
the
I guess.
Jimquisitions where he very clearly states, like, this is not monetized, this is what Patreon is paying me for, so there's no ads on this unless someone slaps ads on him, and that's an external party. It's not me who's doing it.
Yeah, I'll say
And they went and fucking did it.
Recently, and they just recently took off my monetization on all my videos because I didn't have enough viewers.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got the one paycheck of 75 euros off of YouTube, and then they said, nope, you're not getting any more monetization. Goodbye. All right.
They
No
said
more
I couldn't
pesos for
like,
Pedro.
if I get enough, if I get
It's
viewers, but,
pretty
for now, they're not.
low. Scott, it's really difficult to understand what you're saying, buddy.
Oh, dude. By the way, we should totally just start up a charity called Pesos for Pedro.
Yeah.
You want to start that now? How about when I was unemployed?
That wouldn't be as funny.
Yeah.
Because that would have actually been helpful.
And we're gonna give all the pesos to your boss.
Yeah. No. See, we're actually giving them to Pedro Pascal because we just want to be his friend.
There we go.
And we're hoping to buy his
all right.
love.
We pick a random Pedro each
That's
week.
fair. If you want to, fanboy all over Pedro Pascal, I get you. I'm right there with you.
Payolo with Pedro. Yeah.
Wait, I heard something very different, and that's gonna get us taken off Twitch. So nope.
I heard that too, but yeah.
Filthy-minded human beings.
Oh, it's not filthy at all. It's just that's horrible. For completely non-sexual reasons. I mean, maybe non-sexual. Depends if you're really weird or not.
Well, we've already covered necrophilia this evening, man. I mean,
listen, I'm not going to tell you what you like, what you should like, and what you shouldn't like.
I'm going to say don't bang things that don't consent.
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as nobody is non-consensually getting hurt, it's fine. If you want to consent to being hurt,
There were a lot of negatives on that sentence.
As long as someone is not non-consensually getting hurt, yeah, it's 2.
Not non-consenting. Yeah.
Listen, man, it's disclaimers. You got to be careful in these modern times.
Yeah.
Basically, do what you'd like to do.
The
If
moral
that
of the story
involves
is
someone throwing hooks at you and pulling them off. I mean, yeah.
the moral of the story is my safe word is pamplemousse.
Le pamplemousse.
That's why you got bruises on your arm. Yeah, I know. Maybe. I still, like, a decade from now, just want to randomly going through YouTube, and I'm like, there it is.
I'm wondering, right? Like, I'm so curious. I'm so curious.
If anyone sees something that looks like a Jordan lifting rocks, get us a link to that.
Yeah, it would be by a street in like a suburb area. Yeah.
What's the name of the street? Do you know?
I do, actually. But I don't think you'd be able to see a sign that says what the street name is.
I'm just saying for people to use, search terms.
No, dude. You got to use a Google Moose View, and
That's Canada's version of Street View.
yeah.
Google Moose View.
You can't. They fucking killed Google Moose View last year. I used it all the time.
What was it, like privacy or?
No, it's like Google Reader. They just got rid of it.
No
In
more
Canada?
moose. Oh.
Yeah, no more Google Moose View. Yeah,
Huh.
Google, man, they just kill projects.
Mooseful.
Mooseful, yeah.
What's hard?
Very
To
mooseful.
be fair, it was a pretty niche thing.
I'm
It was
just
Canada.
saying, dude. Like the only the perspective changes when you have to go to what the fuck do you call a curling brick?
What curling practice? Is that what you're saying?
Curling puck. What's his name?
It's just called the Rock.
The Rock. Rock
Yeah.
you. I can't believe curling's a real fucking sport.
It is, and it's not fucking. It's not fucking easy. By no means.
Yeah,
is it
brush
easy.
that ice. Brush that ice real good.
That is something if you people didn't know it existed and you explained it to any rational person, they would look at you and just go, bullshit.
The first time I saw it on TV, it's like, what the hell?
Comedy Central?
I don't-
What? No.
I don't know, man. Because like baseball is a pretty fucking nonsensical game.
Doesn't
Like,
involve sweeping ice.
but it does involve a giant spider.
I mean, hockey's. I was like, oh yeah, you got puck, sticks. All right, got goals. Okay,
Puck sticks,
Yeah, all
physical
right, got
contact.
that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Baseball has so many bizarre rules and roles that like I don't know how it's like legitimately a game or a sport. It makes no sense.
I mean,
guy
sports
who
in
makes fun of
general,
golf and
professional
feel it.
sports
No,
in
no,
general,
no,
I don't get, especially like soccer or football around here. Millionaires running after a fucking leather ball. getting paychecks that most
no,
people
also-
would ever see in their lives.
So here's the thing. I think, but soccer makes sense as a game. Like, you try to kick, you can't use your hand, and you kick the ball into the other team's net. Like, that's pretty logical.
That makes sense as a game.
Most
not
sports,
the amount of money
like,
they get paid to do it.
basketball and hockey follow the exact same pattern. So does lacrosse. So does rugby.
So does cricket.
So does cricket.
Same thing.
Baseball.
How capitalism works. So
Baseball
So
sort of
you're
makes sense in my mind.
you're running around the diamond, but you can cheat, but only if you don't get caught. So you actually do want to cheat as much as possible and just not get
that
caught.
cheating bit really pisses me off. I can't stand it.
It's not
And, like,
cheating
You
if it's
can't
in the
scooch
rules.
to the next base if no one
Yeah.
sees you.
Because whenever I did
Like-
play it, they always go, "Why don't you scooch? Why don't you scooch?" It's against my nature
It's
to
like,
cheat.
all right,
I
check
can't
this
do
out.
it.
I'm going to give you a stick, and somebody's going to throw shit at you. I'm like, all right.
Right,
Let's
like,
go. Let's try this out.
It's so asinine. I have no idea how it is like an actual sport.
Hit the ball with a stick. Did you hit the ball with a stick? Okay, you win. Go.
Run!
run, bitch!
Run, motherfucker, run!
Then all you guys try to catch the ball, but then you got to hit the other guy with the other ball, and like, yeah,
Yeah, you gotta get the ball
there's
to one of the
too much in
people
baseball.
defending
But-
each
but-
base and touch
but-
it
but-
before they touch the base.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing: if you hit the ball in the wrong direction, you can get disqualified.
It needs to be in that specific
Oh,
code
no,
because if it's outside
Is
the
he
code,
Yeah, because if you get what 3 foul balls, you get to walk to first base. Like, so like again, like
No.
this
I don't think
game
that's
makes
how it works.
No,
That sounds like some made-up Canadian rules.
or is that
no,
3
4 balls.
balls? Right, that's the. But it
All ball
there's like
is a
this,
strike, but it cannot be a third strike.
it. But again, like my point is these rules are asinine compared to like
Water polo.
it is unnecessarily overcomplicated. Yes.
Oh, water polo is actually fun. I do
Like-
enjoy it.
Yeah. In terms of overcomplicated, baseball has a rule book, and when they break that crap out, it's the point where the refs are like, we don't know, let's consult the rule book.
Well, you can always suss out a game's complexity by like count how many referees and or umpires it requires.
Exactly.
right.
And do they need to like meet up for a decision?
Mm-hmm.
I guess in that respect, soccer has 4. It's 1 on each sideline, 1 in the middle of the field, and a 4th one just watching the whole
I mean,
thing.
there's a lot of rules. You think about like, I mean, it took me like I had to read up on it for American football because it's like, all right, I got a team, and I had fuck all idea what's going on. So it's like, what are downs? Okay, we got this, and I still don't. I'm not 100% on it, but I can like.
Same, I have no idea.
I have a general idea of how
Yeah,
it works. Like
I can follow along.
Yeah, if you manage to catch the ball at a certain distance and then you
You
drop
got
the ball,
3
you can
downs,
start,
and on the 4th
can start-
down, you get a turnover if you don't get over so many yards.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
see, now I can get it because they have the digital shit on the
right, that
TV.
they just
yeah,
like
yeah, they put the line.
they
on
They
it.
give you all the
they give you all the
downs
stats.
breakdown. Yeah.
There's like the yellow line. I'm like, you got to get over that. Got it. I can follow that.
But again, get the ball to the other side. Pretty simple.
See that this
Major
is
broad
okay.
strokes on that one, but yeah.
We found the problem with baseball. There's no interceptions.
But there
So-
is.
There is.
How can you intercept in
'Cause
baseball?
you-
How can the opposite team catch the?
Well,
They can
that's
run
kind of
right into it.
yeah. The other team is also trying to catch the ball at the same time, right? Like
No.
There's nothing saying you can't run after the ball yourself.
That would be
Yeah.
it because you're only allowed one. Like if somebody that was on a base like cut, they can't do that. You can't catch your own fucking ball.
Oh, the
Correct,
team.
that's not
got-
interception.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
okay. No.
Interception is in the
Okay.
defense. If they catch it, it's an out. So that's kind of an interception.
Yeah, but
if it's the other team after you've hit the ball with the stick and the other team catches it, I would assume that was what the interception was.
like, why can't you just hit the other
Well,
players with
you know,
the stick?
you can imagine you're trying to like throw somebody out and you turn around and like you're running to base and you just turn around and grab the ball so the other guy doesn't catch it. Then you're out, so you can't. Right.
There is another interception. Is when the person's running the base, and you're trying to steal, and the guy hits anyway, and hits the runner in the head. That would be an exception.
Okay, so nerds watching this. I'm sorry, this devolved into a sports discussion. sort of.
We'll get back to the video games on Linux in a moment. Just hold on a second.
Bear with us.
I just like that there's a Portuguese person living in the UK, a Canadian, and a German person living in the US, and another Canadian in Chat Realm debating freaking baseball, and all the Americans are very quiet.
But we're not even debating baseball. We're just like trying to
Pedro,
figure out.
that's because we're the entertainment.
We're trying to figure out what the
there's
fucking rules
Foxy
of this
too,
game
who is
are.
Australian, yes.
It's kind of ironic too that the female in the group of men is the one that has played these sport ball games. I was on a I played
And you haven't
baseball
been
for
saying
about
anything,
12
Jill.
years.
That's
Oh,
my point.
I just wanted to hear you guys.
Jill, for a minute, I was on a baseball team when I was a kid too. Like, I played the fucking game.
When I was a kid. Yeah.
Well, I played from when I was 6 until I was 12. So
I'm
was
sorry.
serious about it.
Excellent. That still doesn't make the game make any more fucking sense than it does.
Unnecessarily overcomplicated.
When I had good vision in my one eye.
How about we just do shell shock tonight?
All right,
Yay!
We can do shell shock.
Then we can just sit
Yeah.
back and relax and run the clock out.
let's shoot the shit. Yeah.
It's not as
Miss?
involved. There won't be as much
Miss?
thinking required.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've
the
thought-
Unix
we've
creative
thought too
note.
hard
I
about
forget
baseball.
that this game has.
Right?
Yeah.
I've used all my
Not
brain
much thinking
juice.
required. We just need to go find parabolas and other.
Mathematical functions.
Asymptotes.
You're a parabola.
Steam update.
Am I online?
No.
You're showing as online
I
in
don't
the
know, I can't
game,
see.
but not on Steam.
Okay. Let's see. Let me.
Yeah, you're not
Do
down.
you
the
want to
screen.
remote play Shell Shock with me then?
Fuck yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, you can stream it from what I'm streaming to you.
Right?
Yeah.
No, you got to play off the you got to play off the Twitch stream.
Yeah, exactly. but I'm still you're still recording what I'm capturing.
Right,
yeah,
right. You got to cut your monitor off, and
Yeah.
yeah, we can go deeper.
That's actually a game we can play, which is on Linux.
Damn it, Scott! How did you? Scott was in the room before I get in there.
Because he's just got his
I'm
mouse
always
right over
here.
like join game. Always.
Yeah. The game you attempted to join is full.
Oh, Mir has a better ELO than I do now. Nice.
Ew, what?
I don't know.
Electric Light
Me.
Orchestra.
I'm going to then.
I
Dude,
really
okay,
like.
check this out. Check this out. One of the mods in this is a level field.
Excellent.
What the? That's.
Man, I really like Electric Light Orchestra though. ELO is a great band.
Indeed.
We love ELO.
Been a while.
That's Stained, not ELO.
What the?
Oh, I'm fucking around with some modifiers, kids. Pay me no attention.
Sure, why not?
Remember Rocket League night?
Do you have any upgrades I can spend on my tank? I don't know.
I think I used
What
them all.
is-
Sure.
What is
I
this
use them
Rocket
all.
League?
I think it's spiky bullshit. It does nothing except just like prevent you from moving.
What's that?
I'm joking.
Ah, fair enough.
He was making a funny. quit, quit being the stereotypical humorless Australian.
Wait, are Australians humorless? Is
Oh,
that a
yes, it's well
stereotype?
known around the globe.
Yeah,
Those cunts don't have the slightest bit of humor to them.
yeah. They're worse than
None.
they're worse than
None
the
whatsoever.
Germans.
How in the heck is
Worse
it
than the
full?
Germans.
It's-
Oh, dude,
Joe.
we should stream some
Joe.
BattleTech
Joe.
multiplayer.
Oh,
That's what.
Jill,
Yeah.
if you want, I can leave so that you can get in.
Okay.
Oh no, it's fine. I
I
can
can
leave.
do that.
Okay.
No, Mr. Alert, it's fine. Or sorry, not Mr. Alert, but yeah, I can leave.
Oh.
Just kiss already, God damn it.
Right.
Quickly.
Like,
All right, Jill. Quickly.
I honestly don't understand this game, so. I'd rather have
Oh,
someone else
thank you
enjoy it.
guys.
Oh, that's
There
cute.
you
You
go.
think
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
go ahead.
I
think people
I guess.
fucking understand this game?
What would we miss with Strider? Oh, the Heineken. Oh, that makes sense with pictures. All right.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they called it back in France, the Heineken plate.
Dude,
Okay, so this skill rating, I don't get it. Is a lower number
What?
better or worse?
Higher is better.
Fire is better.
I don't know.
Okay.
That person right now is beer.
Okay, circuit game audio.
Aw.
It looks like it goes the same as the test, which is why I said yellow.
it's a living thing. Doodle-doodle-doodle.
Let's try this
It's a
out.
terrible thing to
No, got him.
It's a
standing him up again.
gift. Yeah. He's talking about ELO. I don't fucking know.
Elder Scrolls Online? What?
The Elder
That's
Lols
yes,
online.
but-
Yeah, the Elder Lols.
The Elder Lols.
Double lol, double
The Elder
lol.
lols online.
Lovakeen.
Scott, ready up.
We're just waiting on
Scott,
Scott.
ready up.
Come on, Scoots.
Scott, they get.
The Elder Lols Skyagrin.
Oh,
Elder Lols.
crud. Oh, hello. All right,
Okay.
here we got. What have I
Hey.
got? What do I have?
All right.
I got-
Is this? Oh wait, is this free for all or no? It seems. Never mind. Never mind.
It's
Ah,
a team.
Don't
It's dead.
don't shoot Patrick. Got it.
No shooting on mirror.
What the? Oh, god damn it. I didn't lock in.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
so it's only
Whoa,
2 people at a
fudge.
time.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
Yeah.
No,
Short
I
timer.
didn't lock in.
Yeah, I didn't
I was-
lock
I was
in either.
still-
I thought it was just the initial movement step. I didn't realize I had to shoot.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm taking a dive. Ha!
Ow.
Oh damn!
Go, go! Yeah!
Ooh.
God
Ouch!
damn it.
Ouch! All right.
I got XP point.
I can't move. What the hell?
Well,
All right.
you're under a hole, so
Let's try it. Damn it!
Oh,
that's a
no,
lot of
damn
air.
it. Yeah.
Oh, yes!
Oh.
Yes. I didn't realize the suction power of the black hole was so strong. I underestimated the suck.
Never underestimate the suck.
I don't know what that is, but I'm using it. Yeah. Wait, is Alan on our team?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Never mind. I was trying to give you a hole for cover. That's, yeah.
Yay.
Hey, thanks.
There we go.
Oh,
Oof.
oh, that was close.
Cover a hole.
Ooh.
Very close.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. God. I suck at parabolas.
Parabolas.
Damn it.
Paraboobies.
Let's go.
Oh,
Meow.
who threw the cat at me?
Ow.
Meow.
Everyone had the same idea.
Ow.
Oh, wait. Mouth goes down.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Meow.
I can't move. Fuck.
All right.
God's sake.
I got Pedro dialed in. Unfortunately, Meteor's gonna kill us all, I think.
Yeah, most likely.
I
Oh, for fuck's
I killed
sake.
you, so there's that.
Oh, no.
My
I'm lit
aim
dead.
is way
Oh,
off.
boy.
I killed Ben,
Nice.
so
Okay.
I got that going for me.
Make it rain.
Okay, so
I did
Oh,
it.
God damn it.
All
I'm
right.
dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm
Okay,
so dead,
Alan.
dead.
All right, Alan.
Jill?
It's all
No,
right.
Mr. Foxdog, choose life.
woohoo! Yes! Yes!
Ow.
God damn it! How did that still hit me?
Spike, Pedro.
Yay,
Oh,
Alan.
beautiful, I'm dead.
Apparently.
Ouchie, muchie. All right, weapons. What do I got? Bring me
You got
the
a sniper,
horizon.
use it.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh, that was a good
Damn
one.
it! Too
It's
far.
allergies in the rainbow.
He's already dead.
What the fuck was
Stop,
that? Win?
stop.
99% of the
Yay!
win.
Can I get there?
Yeah, no, that one just
Right.
tossed my thing a little too far.
Yep. I gotta bounce back, but I just hit the 2 dead people already.
There we go. Got it, Jordan. Yeah!
Oh,
Well.
Yeah,
rip.
no, you got
Double
Jordan
team.
thoroughly.
double
Yep.
team.
Yay, Alan!
All right, you got to land that close. I think you do. I think you do. Oh, not wrong way.
Damn you, hipster pixels. You failed me.
No.
The problem with being a Mir and Pedro are probably the 2 best.
I'd say Pedro because he's in a hole.
I'll try that.
By skill, apparently it's Mir.
Nice.
Okay.
Bye, Pedro.
Wow, you blew yourself up.
It's
Good
just
job.
you.
Yay! Yay, Alan!
Come on, man.
Come on,
you're really
come on, Patrick. Don't fuck it up.
What's that?
Let's go.
Overshot.
Oh, right. One of those tunnels.
Well, he fucked it
Well,
up.
there's 3 wins.
Yep. I gave you a
Damn.
nice
Crap.
planet and you fucked it.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the
Here we go. Oh!
IRL version of snatching
yeah.
defeat out of the jaws of victory.
Here we go, Alan!
Yep.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah,
Victorious!
That was his highest win, too.
I lost the action economy.
Hey, I leveled up.
The one thing I'll
I'm-
never...
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay, speed
that's
up.
a match that didn't go on
Speed
for
up.
half an hour.
God damn it.
Yay, Alan. We did
That
it.
was pretty quick, yeah.
Yep.
All right, I got an experience point. Let me spend it
Mhm.
because I
Spend it on your
desperately
tracks. Otherwise,
Where do we
lunch.
spend things?
need. If you
Click on
click with
your
like
On your
name up
name
the
at
top.
the top left,
Yep.
and then go to tank,
Tank?
and then yeah, just drop upgrades and damage, gun, chassis. You're just spending it all on chassis, but
I
yeah.
don't know.
I spend everything on.
There, I clicked on
those
shit,
tracks.
so- I clicked
I
on.
haven't-
So you put nothing on damage. Okay.
I have it spread out because like I don't know, luck builds. It's a thing, man. Sometimes if
Yeah.
you max out your luck, you just get all the buffs all the time.
I don't really spend anything on luck. Maybe I should.
I actually didn't spend anything at all until just now. Whoops.
Yeah, I think I spent
I
1
didn't know this
point
was
on
in
luck.
the game.
Everything else is on damage.
I put it on a track so I can actually move.
I invested in health so that I have more margin for error.
Oh, that's a good one, Foxy.
Yeah, I've mostly
Yeah, we'll
invested
have you
in
on
the
health.
chassis.
Yeah, that gives you your armor.
Where do we select the map?
Where it
click
says
on the
random map.
itself.
There, yes. There we go.
The uprising.
Mhm.
Pulsation sounds sexy.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Stunted.
All right.
Ready, Freddy?
Stunted.
Watch out while I stunt on you.
Destroy your opponent.
Deathmatch. Oh, cool. I can move now. Yay.
Where's I?
Yay,
Is it
moving.
I'm
team
on
or-
blue team. Okay.
Wait, I'm green. So what the fuck does that mean?
It means
That's
you
you.
have to figure out how many, which team has 4 tanks.
Yeah, you're on the blue team with me.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh
Damn
god!
it. Ow.
I'm sorry, Scott.
Sorry, Jordan. Didn't mean to do that.
No.
Same. Listen, we did it to each other. We did it
Pedro,
to
it
each
looks
other.
like you might need to figure out which team has fucking blue tanks.
I know which team has
Yeah.
blue tanks. I just overshot a little bit.
Yep. I
I didn't have
definitely
enough
overshot.
power.
God damn it, I locked in.
Like, Pedro and I both had the same idea, and we both fucked up in the exact same way. Oh,
No,
Well-
don't do that. Okay.
Well, I'm dead. I guess I can just sit back and do nothing. Excellent. 0 expectations. Died in the first round.
Was that?
Lord expectations.
So
God,
now
I ate shit. Fuck.
Scott's trying to kill me, I guess.
And that one didn't go far enough. I hit myself.
Ow. Ow. Okay.
Well done, Pedro. Well
Okay,
done.
could be worse.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
that hurt. That was my own bullet.
Alright.
Sorry,
Same.
Scoots.
You actually hit me that
what
time.
does that
True.
this does?
Macy's has an Air Force, Steve? I thought they were a department store.
Oh shit! Too far! Too far! Too
no,
far!
not
Too far!
Ah,
One.
Just that, after all that, wham!
It's like, why not?
Missiles. That's
Alright.
rich.
Fuck me! This wind is doing my head in. Guppy.
Damn it. Nope.
Damn it!
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
That out.
This might work. It's gonna be tricky.
So sleepy.
Oh, good shot. Oh, I went the wrong bloody way. God damn it.
Damn it, damn it, damn
And
it!
there's another portal now.
Guess who's next?
Oh.
I still can't hit Jill or Foxy.
You've hit yourself a
Oh,
button.
banana!
What is that? Damn it! Oh, the snake. Snake.
Well,
More
you
like
wedged
snake.
Foxy in a big V.
He's got a bunch of weapons.
What did I get? Alright. Anyone hungry?
See if that works.
Some chicken.
Alright.
yeah.
Ah,
Right on the bed.
hit someone.
At least he had chicken.
And once
Last
again, it
one's
hits me.
Oh, yes! Well done, well done.
Oh, you
Well,
killed yourself, Pedro.
Yeah, at
I
least
did.
Killed himself.
Woohoo!
at least I had the dignity of like getting murdered and not killing myself.
That was all self-inflicted.
We did good again, huh,
Level
Alan?
up.
All right, I guess I dropped in global rank.
Well, I
Excellent.
completed the shit out of a challenge. And I got an impact mountain.
I got the moon.
You got the moon.
Yes, don't use it.
What do you think, Jordan?
Trying to use that suicide, maybe
Um,
go higher rank than your
I will.
Absolutely.
Let's go with the generated one. Let's see what it shits out.
All right.
Yeah. Alright.
None of the other ones really spoke out to me. Nothing really jumped out. Maximum win. Oh, no win.
I forgot to hit the thing.
Alright, cool. No wind. Oh, good. Who do I have?
Oh, okay.
Suicide
what the-
McGee, Van,
what the
and
fuck?
Jill. Alright.
Okay.
What is moons? Who got moons? Mr. Alert, what is moons?
Fire 'em and see.
You can't explain that.
Body that
Tide,
orbits the
tide goes
planet.
tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain
Oh, right on.
that. Ow.
Down and down he
Ow.
There goes
Ow.
Jordan.
Boom.
goes. There, now you have protective landscape around you.
Right.
Just stay put. You're good.
I don't have a
Do you have
choice.
Also
Do you have a
true.
teleport in your items or something like that?
Oof.
Oh, fishies.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage, but
Okay.
Damn it!
crazy.
Damn
Gravity and all
fucking shit ass motherfucking portals. Well,
Please,
I guess I got
please, oh,
nothing.
Please let this hit. Please, please let this hit.
I got nothing to do because I'm just gonna die now. Apparently,
Just relax, guys.
There.
Oh, down.
I got you, Ellen. I'm sorry.
Come on, please hit.
There it is.
there it is. Well, I got nothing to do. This game's fucking boring as shit. Why do you people play it?
Sit back, get wrecked.
Poor Jordan.
Oh yeah, I unlocked this weapon just now, so let's see what it does.
Man, I hope I can get to that health.
Yeah, you can just move.
Hey, look at
You'll
that.
be right.
How do I want to go about this? Maybe like this.
Yeah, let's cause a little bit of chaos. Oh, right on.
Blorp.
I'm sorry, Alan. I'm going after Alan. he was on my
Oof.
Ow.
team
Oof.
for
Ow.
twice, and we won.
Hey, what happened to my health? Boo.
That's what happened.
It went bye-bye. I can't... Oh, can I? No? No, I cannot move. Alright. Maybe stuck.
Apparently, there's a tank tread upgrade that probably would affect
I
that.
know. I've got...
Where's the one that lets me fly?
Yes.
Oh,
Woo!
I was going for Scott as well.
well, hey man.
This is just
Oh.
racism against Canadians.
Well on, Mia.
Still had take.
Targeted harassment.
Well, I'm nearly dead
Well, at
anyway,
least you're
so-
not stuck under a circle.
Yeah, true.
You can charge
Mir's
up
just gonna shoot himself.
Or just do nothing.
Basically,
or you
yeah.
need to charge up item.
The only
I'm pretty
winning
sure you're gonna shoot
play.
yourself.
Is not to move.
Yep.
I guess
Oh,
technically
he didn't
true.
even
Yeah.
shoot. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. This
Okay.
is no
Oh,
point.
for fuck's sake.
Enjoy the bubble of invincibility while you have it.
Yeah.
Shoot a
wish I
roller
had-
under his ass.
Yeah.
Talk about.
Yeah. I wish I had a bubble of invincibility instead of getting targeted out the gate immediately.
I don't think you were. You were just a happy little accident.
Yep. That's what my mom said.
I shouldn't use the word happy.
No, that's
Still
that-
hit
It
him.
almost hit you, Alan, even though Alan stopped
I
me.
believe the exact wording was waste of sperm.
Oh my
Ah.
gosh.
Oh,
God.
it's 3-on-2, right? The Michael technically has health left.
Yes.
Uh,
Not a lot, but he has some.
He's got action economy,
Ow.
so like
Ooh.
as long as he
that
still
is a
lives,
tricky
they get an extra
shot.
shot.
I did get a one hit out of
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
so-
you
I actually got to
dodged some
hit someone
bullets.
with that.
I'm trying to play this with the Steam controller, and it's not helpful.
Mm.
Hey, I'm
You
trying to
heard
play
the
it
head box
blindfolded.
dog,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
come on.
I'm just trying to play it. Period. Apparently, that's
Yeah,
not
right.
happening.
Not allowed.
Just for good measure.
Oh,
Oh.
Ow, ow.
Ow, ow, ow.
I'm just taking notes. I'm finding out what this shit does.
Right.
Oh, there's a lot of funky weapons. Including
There's
you,
that.
and I'm dead. Yep.
Bye, Foxy.
But you can't get the nuke until you're level 100. Goes
What about the snook?
The snook.
probably. And
If
this
you keep
game
it in
wouldn't
your
be
snooze?
surprising.
What about the hook?
The hookah?
Oh, the pixie.
What?
Oh, well done.
Good
Well
luck, Mayor.
Well,
Uh,
this looks familiar.
You get 2x damage and shoot yourself.
Ooh,
I already did that last round. Okay.
Oh, tricky, tricky little shot.
Oh,
Come on, trick shot, Jill. Portal shot.
This is too far.
okay.
But
She's
I
just going for
I
the
just gotta
snipe.
get a tracer to see where this is going.
Well, the one thing that wouldn't go in a straight line.
Oh,
Yeah.
it didn't go in a straight line. Okay.
Apparently, you took 15 bananas, Pedro.
Yeah, no, I dealt 15 bananas damage to Mir.
Oh, drop shot.
Wow,
Oh.
this is equally matched.
It's the best kind of slap fight.
Yeah.
Pedro, you
Oh,
could lay
maybe
some
this one?
suppressing fire or some fireworks.
Maybe aim a little higher, Jill.
No, she got me.
She did.
Just a oh, come on. Come on. Anyone got a sniper or something?
No.
Ah!
Solid
I
no
mean-
on that one.
Snips.
Eeps.
Shut up,
Okay.
Tank. You're dead. Avenge me.
It's just a flesh wound.
Tis but a scratch.
I'm running out of weapons very quickly.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh, okay.
And
There we go.
Your prayers have
Okay.
been answered.
We got a bit of a
Yes.
refuel there.
Okay. Let's see.
8 triple equals D. Okay, now we have weapons. All right.
Oh, you can't. Oh, Scott, you tried to swear. Ooh.
I'm telling
Where's my-
Mom.
Yeah.
That was a swear.
Pinky
Oh, game
swear.
sense.
I can go places with that I'm not. Oh,
Well done, Jill.
there we go.
Oh, there we go, baby.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I just have to get a tracer on him.
Yay!
Oh, I
Hey, I
unlocked
leveled up. Sweet.
Foxy still got the MVP.
them. I did?
Got the 5-ball.
Weapon, shank. Ooh, I can shank one of you motherfuckers.
Yes, you can.
Nice.
All right. We're gonna do one more for bounce out of here. So
One more. Maybe I'll get to play
Okay.
this time.
Free for all? Okay.
Everyone's just gonna go for me immediately. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so salty.
Yeah, why not?
It's great in board games too. Everyone just gangs up on me because they're just like, "Oh, you're gonna do something sinister." I'm like, "I just want to play the fucking game."
High obstacles. All right. Is that better?
Jill has the highest rating right now.
She does.
Yeah.
All right.
Here.
Mia,
I can kick
you
him.
alive?
Patrick.
There we go.
Yay!
Ooh, hang on. I just got a vibration somewhere. Actually.
Oh, oh.
What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got?
Are we
Okay.
at? I see.
Pedro, if you don't fuck me, I won't immediately fuck you.
I'm not fucking
We're all
you. You can
playing
see where
against
my
each other.
thing is aimed.
Oh, hello, Ben. Is that what you're doing?
Nope.
Okay.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Ow, 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 ow.
Damn it! That missed.
Wow, that did fucking miss. Holy shit! I guess the one
Hello,
bounce
Ben.
only shoots after you bounce. All right.
You act like my self-preservation mechanism functions, you dumb fuck.
Oh fuck me! I shot through.
Damn
you.
it.
Fine, you don't like me. I'll go snuggle up the. Hey. No.
Okay.
No, come back here, you.
I don't know if this is gonna clear the thing, but
Neither do.
it won't hit me, so.
I haven't had any opportunity to practice or dial any of this stuff in, so I have no idea if it will work. Nope.
Oh,
Yay,
I'm
killed
sorry,
one.
I'm dead.
Oh wow, everyone on that.
Oh, someone got me.
All of you just got
Oh
wrecked.
god damn it! No, no, no.
I managed to kill both of you, then someone else killed me.
I think it's well done.
It's all you lot. No way. Why? I'll do this. I'll bring Thor down on your ass.
That's fine.
Fuck. Wow, I wish I could just hit something once.
I died, but I took Foxy
Jordan,
down with me, so
you're
I'll take it.
Oh, whoa! I can't kill you.
You got a helmet. Look on the bright side.
That's true. I gotta look on the bright
Okay,
side.
then
All right.
go.
No one's
There's
gone
the
for me.
boys.
I'm not entirely sure that was a bright
I was going for
on my
mirror
side.
like immediately.
Ah, well. Hey,
Did I do?
maybe. Nope.
Did I do any damage with that?
There we go.
Oh.
One hit, but there you go.
Haha.
Oh, Ben's gonna be a pain in the butt to get to.
Sometimes only take hit. But not this time. Your fault playing health.
Oh! Oh, you hit him.
I hit something! Yay!
Yeah, well.
That was almost an unlimited portal that you had going on there, man.
Why not?
Go banana.
Oh,
Too far away.
That much.
what's this do?
Excellent question.
The
That's
most
what Jordan
over,
sees Van almost hit
unnecessarily
and
over
then,
epic
like,
music in
I
any
know,
video
I'm
game.
Right, like it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous.
I think they've definitely leaned into it.
Ooh.
Oh, you got Van.
Oh, I'm dead. Boo.
Oh, I can't
wow.
get. I
Who
can't get the
got you?
fucking shits.
Me.
Jordan.
Here.
Come on, Jordan, you can do it. Come on.
I
He's almost
fucking.
dead. You gotta do it.
I fucking can't.
Oh, Mir did. Okay.
Why?
I was
Yeah,
dead a
you
while
did
ago.
a while ago when I
died
got
when you
dead,
died.
I think. Yeah.
No.
Why
Apparently,
did you go so
guppies
low,
don't.
though?
You hit something, Jordan.
I did.
There's no trails. Jordan does not like this.
No, there isn't.
Oh, maybe.
uh,
Solid on both of them.
Hey, all right. I got stuff.
Oh, dead weight, dead weight, dead weight.
Oh man, I got a dead weight. Yeah, all right. All right.
Wait is basically a win button
Yeah,
on
pretty
this
much.
situation.
Pretty much, I win. Oh, it wouldn't have been.
Boom!
Oh.
Hey, you won one.
That's true. I got a pity fuck at the end.
Hey, man, you won the only one that matters.
The last one.
Aw.
I got
Yay,
torpedo
hey,
trauma,
I got
apparently.
challenge.
I do have torpedo trauma.
I am torpedo drama.
Ooh, got the big shot.
You got to be
What's
a big
torpedo
shot,
trauma's
did
origin
you?
story?
Gotta blow the crowd away. You have to be a big shot, did you?
So you want to be a... All right. Hey, I unlocked a tree. Fuck you all.
Hey, I played 20 rounds of this.
I will
Yes.
palm tree the hell out of everyone next time we play this.
Aw.
I even have a token and a molehill.
And you go.
Did you make a mountain out of a molehill?
No, I made a palm tree out of a molehill. It's secret, ancient secret. That involves molehills.
Yay.
All right. We did that. I think everyone had a sufficient amount of equal deaths and
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted ones at that.
Are you guys proud? I did very well.
You did, Bill.
I actually played about 4 hours with the Destination Linux crew, and I won almost every game. I was so proud.
Oh, so
I was like,
so you're a
"Yay!"
ringer. You practiced. Okay.
Yeah, I've been playing it more. It does help.
Good.
congratulations,
Yay!
Jill, on not immediately dying.
Yes.
I didn't do that. I immediately died twice.
Did I get smoked right out of the gate? I might have.
I think you did one time.
If it wasn't the first one, it sure as fuck was the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I killed myself, so.
All right. Beautiful people, we got to bounce out of here. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up. Except for you, Greg.
Fuck you, Greg.
Yeah. Pug.
You remember what you did, Greg.
Also, everyone be on the lookout for a video of Jordan lifting rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no joke there. We want that footage.
I want to know what happened. My friend also wants to know. He was more angry than I was about not knowing what that was about.
I want sound to be like, oh, you lift that rock, you dirty boy. Lift that rock.
I mean, I'd be into that, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm just going to build this up until I have to hire rock lifting reenactors. This is a reenactment like they have to do on Unsolved Mysteries.
Toronto police piling rocks near a protest site.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Dude,
I search for people lifting rocks in Canada, Toronto.
Yeah, they were doing that too. They were trying back when everyone was protesting. They were trying to incite a riot, which is pretty fucked up.
Mm.
Cops, man,
apparently it
they
belongs to a
suck.
construction company, but yeah.
Scott, don't use facts. All right, beautiful people. Pedro will be back. What are you doing Tuesday, man?
Possibly still Fallout.
I'm just going to keep that.
There will be
milking that
progress. We
Fallout.
will be finding the vault that Dad went to.
Is Dad in the
We will
vault?
find Liam Neeson.
I remember going to that vault by accident the first time.
Yeah. Oh, there's a thing here. Oh.
Ah.
What's this VR thing? What is this?
And I think well, I don't know. There's 50-50. It depends on what the time and schedule looks like, if we're going to be doing Chasing Baby or Wolfenstein. Thursday. We might be racing children.
Racing children.
Yeah. It's like Racing Arizona, but with toddlers.
It's it's the crossover between Drive Angry and Racing Arizona. Racing Arizona.
Full Metal Baby. Weaponized. All right, beautiful people. We're going to bounce out. We'll say our goodbyes in Discord if you want to hop in the after shows. And until next week, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Love you.
Bye.
Jordan.